Ladies and gentlemen, Boswell Media Sports presents Friday Night Football.
Boswell Media Sports presents Kosciusko Whippet Football. Now, here's the voice of the Whippets, Breck Riley.
It's the third round of the 4A state playoffs. The Whippets are back at home tonight at Landrum Field, where it's sure to be an electric atmosphere as Kosciusko takes on the Corinth Warriors. The Whippets are coming off of a statement-making 40-14 win over Itawamba AHS. Quarterback Caden Wade put up over 200 yards of offense. His passing attack, along with C.J. Sandifer on the ground, make the Whippets' offense tough to stop. And that stout Whippet defense, led by Ricari Covington, had one of its best games of the season. But standing in their way tonight is a tough, disciplined Corinth squad, led by talented running back Pat Crump. The Warriors shut out Senatobia 14-0 last week, and they're looking to keep their season alive. The winner of this game moves on to play for the North State Championship. This is the Prairie Farms pregame show. Up next, we'll hear from head coach Casey Orr. It's the Whippets versus the Warriors from Boswell Media Sports.
Have you been putting off coming to the dentist lately? Hello, I'm Dr. Adam Middleton from Autumn Ridge Dental in Kosciusko. We are treating patients with a mindset we have always held, that proper, regular, preventive care can help keep your mouth healthy and functioning properly. We want all our patients to have a smile they can be proud of. Please call us at 662-289-7076 for an appointment. Come see us and we will give you something to smile about.
Looking for adventure or just cruising the city? Central Tire Service is your go-to pit stop. Equipped with premium brands like Kenda and Goodyear, we ensure your tires align with your lifestyle. Visit us on Veterans Memorial Drive and let's get your journey rolling again. Don't pause your adventure. Gear up at Central Tire Service and drive confidently into life's moments. Central Tire, where your journey continues.
This is Allison Schuler, Chief Nursing Officer at Baptist Memorial Hospital Attala. Are you tired of traveling for cancer treatments? Now you don't have to. The new Cancer Treatment Center at Baptist Memorial Hospital Attala is now open, offering expert oncology care, infusions, and support services right here in Kosciusko. That means less time on the road and more time where it matters most, with your loved ones. Call 662-289-9893 today to learn more or ask your doctor about receiving treatment close to home.
For 87 years, we've been your biggest fans. Rest assured, while you are cheering on your favorite team this season, Central Electric's team is working around the clock to provide reliable service year-round. Whether building power lines in extreme weather conditions or restoring power on a stormy night, Central Electric employees take your electric service seriously. We will be there to keep the game on. So enjoy this football season and take comfort in our team's reliable service all year long. It's our commitment to you, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
At Pickles Drug Store, your pharmacist does more than fill prescriptions. They're your guide to better health. We help you understand your medications, ensure your insurance is handled smoothly, and answer all your questions with care. Because at Pickles, you're not just a customer, you're part of our community.
Hi, I'm Rob Pickle. My staff and I are here to serve you.
Visit us today on the east side of the square in Kosciusko. Pickles Drug Store, your community Health Mart pharmacy, Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Welcome back into the Prairie Farms pregame show here from Landrum Field tonight as the Whippets getting ready to take on the Warriors of Corinth. And we've got a few minutes to sit down and chat with head football coach Casey Orr. And, Coach, congratulations on the big win last week. You went up on the road and took on a great Itawamba AHS team. As always, we like to, kind of recap the previous week's ball game, looking at, all three facets of the game: offense, defense, and special teams. As always, we'll start off with your offense. You're kind of right there on your average of right around 40 points per game. Are you able to put that up? What'd you think about the way the offense played?
I thought the offense did some really good things for us Friday night. Coming out of the gate, we were a little slow getting started. We missed a play here or there. I think the very first play of the game, we had a shot to score on a deep ball to Roundtree that we just didn't connect on. But they did a really good job of controlling the game. And the way that we finished the first half and started the second half was probably the key to the whole football game. We're able to score with about a minute left to go in the first half to go up 14-0, and then you take the opening kickoff for the second half and drive down the field and use up 6 or so minutes off the clock and are able to score and push it out to a 3-score game. And it really just took the life out of Itawamba, and they were having a hard time moving the ball on offense themselves. So it really was, that was probably the key moment of the game. And offense was able to run the ball well enough against a very stout Itawamba defense. And then we're able to throw it well. Caden, I thought, had an exceptional game for us, and you saw contributions from your receivers across the board and into your tight ends and everybody. So just a all-around good game from your offense on Friday night.
They had some big dudes along that defensive line. So your offensive line had its work cut out for them, but we were able to get those rushing yards going. And speaking of defensive line, I thought our guys did a good job on defense, and you kind of alluded to it. Once you got the score to open the second half, that put them down by 3 touchdowns. And the way they run their offense, it was going to be hard for them to come back. They're not a big throw the ball type team. They want to run it. So when you're down by 3 scores, it's going to force you into doing some things that you don't necessarily you're comfortable doing. And that was all on the defense. Defense was able to hold up back a really good running back. But your thoughts on the defensive performance?
I thought the defense did a good job. And you mentioned the running back that Itawamba had. Waters is a really good player for them, and we knew he was going to be a tough task for us, but I thought our defense did a good job of getting people to the football and getting him on the ground. And probably what we did best was cause turnovers. You had a big turnover early on in that game. We were up 7-0, and they put a drive together and got in the red zone and had a big play from JT Herring getting a strip and a fumble from their back, and then right before half you had a Marion Riley or Zay step in front of a post and pick that off. So those were 2 really big plays for us that kind of kept the score where they were at and kept Itawamba, kind of kept them from gaining any momentum. And so big plays. I did think defensively our physicality wasn't quite as what it has been in weeks past, and I don't know if that's contributed to a long bus ride or maybe a little nerves or whatever, but I thought in the second half you saw us start playing a little more faster and a little more physical, and that's what we want to make sure we're doing each week.
We'll look at special teams. You didn't really have to punt, but was it one time late in the ball game? But other than that, what would you think about the way you got to kick off the ball a lot because you scored a lot of points, but how would you rate the play of your special teams?
I thought they did a good job. With the opportunities they were presented with, they did a good job on kickoff coverage. Our guys, they executed a game plan well. We were able to kind of keep them on some shorter fields, and we were able to keep the ball away from their playmakers, so did a good job on that. You also were able to get an onside kick in the second half, kind of fell in your lap, the opportunity to onside kick one, and we were able to get that. We did get an extra point blocked, which one of our goals each week is to make sure there's no block kick, so that was a little disappointing, but that's something we're going to have to clean up this week as we get ready to play Corinth. But all in all, special teams did a good job for us.
Yeah, we'll step aside for a break. When we come back, we'll continue with Whippets head football coach Casey Orr. This is Whippets football from Boswell Media Sports.
Gear up for deer season at the Attala County Co-op. Pick from top brands like Moultrie and Boss Buck gravity feeders, plus irresistible attractants. Mobucks, Buck Duo, Strawberry Blast Rice Bran, and even peanut butter and jelly rice bran feed. Everything you need is at the Attala County Co-op.
The everything you need store. Attala County Co-op. Attala County Co-op.
Premier Medical Group in Kosciusko is proud to welcome Dr. Jenny Kate Miles and Dr. Helen Turner to their team. Whether you need a checkup, ongoing care, or a trusted provider for your family, Dr. Miles and Dr. Turner are taking new patients. Schedule your appointment today. Call Premier Medical Group at 662-289-1800.
Premier Medical Group, PMG, good health is our priority.
Be prepared for life's uncertainties with the correct insurance coverage from the Attala County Farm Bureau. Let's talk about change. Sometimes change is good. Sometimes change is scary. But what is certain is that everyone will experience change. The Attala County Farm Bureau's review program is designed to identify the changes that need to be made in your insurance coverage. Wayne Blaylock and James Metters invite you to stop by for your Farm Bureau Get Real review. Let them help you be prepared for change. Attala County Farm Bureau on the north side of the square in Kosciusko. Kosciusko.
Hi there, mate. Joey Roo here. Introducing our brand new Roo Wing Station. Now open at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial Drive in Kosciusko. Choose from 8 bold flavours: teriyaki, lemon pepper, Parmesan garlic, barbecue, buffalo, sweet red chili pepper, mango habanero, and honey hot. Satisfy your cravings every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Don't miss out. Bring your friends, taste them all, and discover your new favourite flavour at Roo Wing Station at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial in Kosciusko.
Frank Chevrolet GMC, making your driving dreams come true.
Hi, this is Miles Simpson from Frank Chevrolet GMC. Hey, Papa, is it football season?
That's right, Miles and Maddox. It is football season is on us. You know what that's time for?
What, Papa?
It's tailgating season, and never been a better time than to shop at frankchevy.com for that new tailgate.
Papa, do you still have Super Cruise?
Boys, we do have Super Cruise. All you're worried about is Pawpaw's driving.
Papa, when you have Super Cruise, you drive so much better.
That is true, Miles. Super Cruise drives better than Pawpaw. Shop us today at frankchevy.com or come to Highway 35 North in Kosciusko. Make your driving dreams come true.
Frank Chevrolet GMC, making your driving dreams come true.
Welcome back into the Prairie Farms pregame show. It's the Whippets taking on the Warriors of Corinth here in the third round of the 4A state playoffs, the quarterfinals. The winner of this one moves on to play for the North State Championship. We're here with Whippets head football coach Casey Orr, and Coach, wanted to ask you a little bit about the team so far this season. What's been a maybe not necessarily a player, but a unit as a whole that you think has made the most improvement throughout the season? From the Neshoba Central game to now, which unit as a whole do you think's kind of made the most progress?
That's a good question. I would say on the defensive side of the ball that your secondary has really gotten better as the year has gone on, and the reason I would say them, you did have a lot of guys coming back that's played for you in that group, but they were moving positions. Zay Riley went from being corner to a safety, and JT Herring went from being an outside linebacker to a safety, and then you're getting guys, Bond Slater, who's getting his first real action at corner, and then Mylan Johnson, who's getting his first real action for you at corner, and then you do have Martavian Miller there, who's played a lot of games, but there was some inexperience in spots just because of some position changes and some new faces. You graduated some guys last year that played a lot of football for you, so that's a group I think that has improved a lot for you as the year has progressed. On the D-line and the linebacker spots, you've got so much experience in those groups, and they've played so much football. Not that there's not room for improvement. I just think that your area for growth was just more there in the secondary. And then on the offensive side of the ball, that's a tough one. That group's been so good all year long. I would probably have to say that, not that they've improved, but really your surprise is just how good your wide receivers have been. That group is so deep with Jabry Pierce and John Tavius Roundtree and LD, and then you throw in Schuler and you throw in Rankin. That group just brings so much to the table, their ability to do so many different things, and just the matchup nightmares they present for defenses, because people see the success that Roundtree's having, and you say, well, why don't they double him, or why don't they do this, or try to game plan to stop this? It's because of everything else around him. It's very hard to say we're going to stop one guy when you have these other weapons all around him, and even with Schuler and Rankin, who may not be quite the speedsters that those other guys are, they're hard to cover. And if you pay attention on Friday night, there's hardly a time they're not open. They just find a way and understand leverages and how to know to get themselves open. And then once they have the ball, there was a run the other night where Schuler runs through 2 guys and dives over another one and picks up an extra 6 or 7 yards. They bring so many unique attributes, each one of them does, that it makes that group just a really hard group to defend.
Yeah, well, you got Rankin with a couple of touchdowns. 2 weeks in a row, he's gotten a touchdown. He's been open, and I thought that you got Schuler going in the pass game the other night. It was almost, I'm not going to say automatic, but, I mean, it was, you needed 5 yards. Caden Wade does such a good job of finding the open receiver and throwing it to where only his guy can get it. So, like you said, either double team Roundtree, but look, we can a little curl route to Schuler for 5 yards.
Yeah, it's hard to defend that, and I can say that from experience, and Coach Cates, our DC, can say that from experience, because that's who we go against all spring and all summer and early in the fall. And, there were many days that we would come in after practice and, we're looking at each other going, are we not very good on defense, or are they that good on offense? And luckily it's turned out they're that good on offense. They just present you with so many problems. And if you do decide, hey, I want to widen out the box and get people out of the box and defend the pass, we're going to take that away from them. Well, now you've got CJ who can run the football and an O-line that's going to block you. And if you really just want to have fun, you can throw in Caden running the football with CJ lead blocking for him, and now you've really got numbers. So it's just a lot of different things you can do.
Yeah, and we saw some different formations, and inverted wishbone, if you want to call it that, with some different looks there with some different blockers. So yeah, a lot of different things that you could throw at a defense. But wanted to ask you another fun question for you as a coach. What's your favorite part of playoff week? Like I say, you're in the playoffs. What's your favorite? And you can't say when it's over. You can't say we can't say when the week's over. But what's your favorite part of it might be game day, it might be early practice on Monday. But what's your favorite part here in the playoffs each and every week?
For me, I guess as an individual, my favorite part of each week is seeing the excitement with the guys when you've won that playoff game. I have been a head coach now, I think, for right at 14 years, and probably one of my favorite moments as a head coach was seeing the elation on all those guys' faces last year when we got the 2-point conversion at Senatobia. Just the sheer excitement and joy that those young men had winning that game was something I'll never forget, and that I hold pretty dear. And then this year, just them, when the game's over, them seeing just the excitement they have about, hey, we get to play another week, get to be with our teammates another week, we get to keep doing this. So that's probably my favorite part. Now, another thing I'll say I really have enjoyed is how much it seems like this community and the people have embraced what's going on right now. I've had people come up to me that have asked me about football that never have. I've got people that honestly, and I guess I'm telling on myself, sometimes I'll have people come up to me in a store. I'm not even sure who they are. I know we've met, but and they're talking football, and it's just exciting to see that you've gotten so many people, captivated with what's going on, and I'm just excited about the crowd and stuff that we're going to have here tonight, the atmosphere. So it's just a really cool thing.
Same thing. I have folks, talk to me about the game. Folks from all over the state texted me about some of my coaching friends. Their teams are out, so they're like, we might come to the game, or send me the link so I can watch or listen to the ball game this Friday night. And you mentioned it about being home. You're back at home at Landrum Field. You got the first home game, since 2015, and now you're having the second home game. Last time Whippets had 2 home games in the playoffs was 2014. So how big is it for you, and how excited are you to be back here and not have to be on the road at Corinth?
But that's a big deal now. It just worked out for us that we're able to get this game tonight, and it's exciting for our guys. They love playing at home. They love being in front of the crowd, and of course we all love not having to drive 3.5 hours. So that's all exciting and fun and good, and just it kind of plays to our advantage. So we're excited to be here, and I think our guys are going to come out and play really well for these home fans that supported them so long. So we're just ready to get it kicked off.
Especially, and there's no easy way to get to Corinth, and the Natchez Trace is a detour north of French Camp, so you got to go around the world to get there. So we let the Corinth folks go around the world to get down here to Atala County tonight. But we're going to step aside for a break. We come back, we'll talk about that Corinth football team. This is Whippets Football from Boswell Media Sports.
Parents and students are just shocked when they find out with a 20 on your ACT, you could go to Home CC for free. Do you have a 20 on your ACT?
Why, yes. Wait. Hold on a sec. You're right. I am shocked. You're saying my tuition could be free?
Yes, and your household income does not matter.
Why in the world would Holmes Community College offer free tuition with a 20 on the ACT?
See, we don't want you drowning in college debt when you graduate. In fact, all of us here at Holmes are so committed to our students' success, we've kept our tuition, lower than every other state community college. And even though parents and students are shocked by it and have a hard time believing it, just remember, your tuition could be free with a 20 on your ACT at Holmes CC.
Sounds to me like there's no place like Holmes.
That's Holmes Community College.
When an electrical shortage in your office causes extensive smoke and water damage, or that musty odor indicates you might have a mold problem, you need a lot more than just help cleaning up. That's why Serve Pro of Kosciusko, Philadelphia, Greenwood is where you turn when disaster strikes. We offer all the cleanup and construction services to take your home or business from post-disaster to as good as new as soon as possible. So no matter what happens, there's just one call you need to make. Serve Pro of Kosciusko, Philadelphia, Greenwood to see how they can help you get back to like it never even happened. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
This is Chris Coleman, your neighborhood Alpha insurance agent. At Alpha, we understand the value of hard work, trust, and protection for the ones you love. Alpha Insurance has a long proven history of taking care of the folks who hold these same values. As your local Alpha agent, I want to help protect you and your family and help you succeed and prosper as you go through the journey of life. Call me at 662-289-1024, message me on Facebook, or drop in at 235 North Madison Street in Kosciusko. Alpha Insurance for all of your auto, home, life, and commercial needs.
And welcome back into the Prairie Farms pregame show. It's the Whippets and the Warriors of Corinth counting down the moments to the top of the hour, and they kick off in this quarterfinal game here in Week 3 of the MHSAA postseason. Well, Week 3 for 1A, 2A, 3A, and 4A. I guess it's Week 2 for 7A, 6A, and 5A. We'll keep you up to date on all those games that are going on at the same time as ours, but right now we'll continue with Whippets head football coach Casey Orr. And, Coach, you got Corinth coming to town. They got a shutout win last week over Senatobia in the Battle of the Warriors. So what do you know about this Corinth squad? What do you expect out of them tonight?
They're a very talented and very athletic football team. Got kids that can really run. Not on the defensive side of the ball, the D-line, not the biggest team we've played, but they got some really good athletes on that side of the ball that fly to the football, and they play kind of a loose man coverage, trying to make sure you don't get them over the top, and they just run to the football. And we're going to have to be good offensively, going to have to be consistent and continue to protect the football. That's something we've done really well throughout the playoffs, is not turn the ball over, and we've got to continue to do that tonight. With them on offense, they run a version of the wing tee, without going out into too many details. They line up in the wing tee, but they don't do some of the traditional stuff that you would see out of the wing tee. It's more of a outside run game with them. They want to run stretch. They want to run jet. They do run buck some, all plays that are trying to hit C-gap or wider. We've got to be able to keep them corralled and keep them leveraged, because they most certainly have some guys on offense that can fly. Their star running back, Patrick Crump, is one that we've got to be able to contain and get on the ground. He's extremely impressive on film. Had a game earlier this year where he had 8 rushing touchdowns in one game and had like 450 yards in that game. So that says enough about him. You know exactly what type of player he is just from that alone. And I think our kids are going to be fired up at the opportunity to play him, and we're going to have to be able to get multiple hats to the football and be mad when we arrive and be violent and get him on the ground. And I think it's going to be a very intriguing matchup with their offense and our defense. I'm excited to get it going.
Third week in a row, you're facing off a team that wants to run the football, and it's really not even all that similar. You think, well, they run the ball. You know, how many different rushing type offenses can there be? Well, this is the third one in a row that's kind of different than, what you've seen so far. So we asked you last week, trying to defend Roosevelt, how did that help you defend Itawamba's run game? We'll ask you this week, defending Xavier Waters at Itawamba, how does that help you try to defend a wing offense?
Well, I will say the Waters kid and the Crump kid are very similar in how hard they run the football, very similar type athletes. Now, the offenses do vary, but Corinth is a good mixture of what Roosevelt was and what Itawamba was. Where Roosevelt was strictly outside run with zone blocking, Itawamba was more C-gap to C-gap with gap scheme blocking. You get a good combination of that from Corinth, where they're wanting to get outside, but it's more gap scheme stuff than what you saw from Roosevelt. At the end of the day, playing defense, it's all about your physicality and getting to the football and a want to. If you want to play defense and you want to fly around and you want to be physical, you can fix a lot of issues. And I think tonight's going to come down a lot to who wants it the most. You got two football teams that want to win. It's who's willing to go the furthest, who's willing to lay it on the line one more time more than the next guy, and who breaks first. And we expect our guys to go out and play with a lot of intensity tonight.
Each and every week you can say the team that wins the special teams battle is going to win the ball game, but I think special teams big in the game tonight. We know what Braden Ray and your special teams have been able to do on kickoffs, but also Corinth, they really like their kicker. That kid, they'll line up try a 50-yard field goal if they want to.
He is impressive on film. Now that's something that jumps off the page is their kicker. Last week against Sanatobia, he did miss it, but he attempted a 55-yard field goal. On the year touchbacks, I think he's like right at 70% of his kicks are touchbacks. He has got an impressive leg, so definitely a weapon for them. And that's something you got to be mindful of as a coaching staff and as a defense, is you can't give up long drives and think, hey, we're going to turn them over on fourth down or get a stop or whatever, because they're going to kick field goals. They're going to get points. So we've got to be good on that side of the ball. And then special teams for us has been a bright spot most of the year. There's a thing here, a thing there that you do that kind of gets you, but for the most part, it's been a really good phase of the game for us, and that's got to continue tonight.
Yeah, and in high school football, what is it? Even if you kick the field goal from the 50 and you miss it, the ball goes to the 20-yard line. So essentially, you're playing with house money right there. If you're doing that, if you don't have a lot of faith in your punter to not get one into the end zone or wherever, or try to get you pinned down, you still, as I said, so that's something that they could do tonight and just say, hey, you know what? We'll maybe give them a chance to kick a long field goal. If not, they don't get the ball at midfield. They get the ball at the 20-yard line. So yeah, that's sort of an odd rule in high school football.
It is an odd rule, and you're right in what you're saying. So if a team lines up and wants to kick a field goal from the 40-yard line, as long as the ball gets into the end zone, the ball comes back out to the 20. So it's a deal that they can take advantage of. It's as good as a punt. Yep. So that's smart on their part, and they got a kid that can kick it, and he's got the leg to make them. So why not try it?
Yeah. So that's something to look forward to in the ball game tonight. Well, Coach Orr, we appreciate you for stopping by and making some time for us. We hope to be talking to you again next week, and hey, good luck in the game tonight.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Transition your home and your style for fall at Sullivan's. Check out their new fall home decor, clothing, and the perfect shoes to step up your autumn look. Sullivan's has everything you need to get game day ready. Whether you're hosting the party or cheering from the stands, fall's in the air. Make sure your home and wardrobe are too. Visit Sullivan's today and find your fall favorites. Autumn starts here, only at Sullivan's in Kosciusko.
This is Allison Schuler, Chief Nursing Officer at Baptist Memorial Hospital Attala. Are you tired of traveling for cancer treatment? Now you don't have to. The new Cancer Treatment Center at Baptist Memorial Hospital Attala is now open, offering expert oncology care, infusions, and support services right here in Kosciusko. That means less time on the road and more time where it matters most, with your loved ones. Call 662-289-9893 today to learn more or ask your doctor about receiving treatment close to home.
Hello, I'm Mandy Hudgens, and it's my privilege to serve our customers at Citizens National Bank. Being part of a bank with more than 137 years of history means standing on a foundation of strength, stability, and trust. We've been through it all, and we're still here, committed to helping you reach your goals. As a local community bank, we make decisions right here at home with your goals and your success in mind. And when you walk through our doors, you'll see friendly faces who take the time to understand what truly matters to you. If you're looking for a bank you can count on, one that knows your community and puts your needs first, we're ready to earn your trust, like we've done for generations. Citizens National Bank, strong, stable, and locally owned since 1888.
There's power in caring, power in community. That's the power of local. Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Your pet is more than just a pet. They're your family's fearless protector, your fetching athlete, your crumbs on the floor detector, the warm, snuggly heartbeat at your feet. State Farm understands why your pet means so much to you. So State Farm and Trupanion have teamed up to give your furry family members the protection they deserve. Pet get medical insurance. It's another way State Farm is here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Angel Alvin McDonald at 662-289-3161.
Craving the simple goodness of farm fresh dairy? Discover the difference with Prairie Farms Dairy. Proudly farmer-owned, always fresh. From milk to ice cream, butter to irresistible frozen treats, every product comes straight from our family to yours. Experience the taste of real farm fresh quality in every bite and sip. Look for the Prairie Farms brand at your local grocery store. Prairie Farms Dairy. Farm fresh goodness. From our family to yours, every single day.
Boswell Media Sports.
And welcome back into the Prairie Farms pregame show. Brack Riley, Jeremy Tillman with you here from Landrum Field, getting ready for Kosciusko versus Corinth in the third round of the 4A playoffs. We got Jeffrey on the camera and the computer. Off to our left, we got Donald back in the studio. We're going to continue right now with our pregame coverage and take a look at the starting lineups. As always, we'll start on the defensive side of the ball. LaMarcus Riley, the big senior nose guard, starts it there in the middle of that three-man front. At the edge rusher, you're going to have another senior, Nick Suddeth. Your defensive tackle is junior, Travion Nash. Your linebacking core is the same. In the middle, the leading tackler, senior Ricari Covington. Outside, you're going to have T. Riley on one side and a combination of Shad Harrington and Rowdy Roan. I believe Shad Harrington gets the start, but it's almost just every other series those guys get in. Rowdy Roan had a big game last week against Itawamba. In your defensive backfield, you're going to have 5 defensive backs, and you're going to have 2 safeties that are going to be kind of like hybrid safety linebackers, as Corinth just wants to run the football. So your safeties, Keith Lay and J.T. Herron, are going to be creeping up. Some people call it a rover. Some people call it a star, whatever it is, but they're going to be creeping up because the Warriors want to throw it. Then Zay Riley is going to be your free safety, manning things in the backfield, defensive backfield. Then you got Martavian Miller. And we expect Mylan Johnson to get the start again. It's sort of a same thing with Harrington and Roan. Johnson and Bonslater have been going back and forth, but on the run-heavy teams, Mylan Johnson's been getting the start. Pass-heavy teams, it's Bonslater. So we would expect Mylan Johnson to be the starter tonight on the defensive side of the ball. Let's look over at the offensive side. Across the offensive line, it's the junior, Chavez Ellis, getting the start at center. Your right guard is going to be senior Trace Reagan. Left guard is junior Jadarius Wilkes. Right tackle is the big man, Jeremiah Winter. And your left tackle is going to be the junior Riley Petit. Your receiving core, same 3. Going to have Jabry Pierce, Tay Roundtree, and then L.D. McBride. Your running back is going to be 1,000-yard rusher C.J. Sandifer. And then your H-back, fullback is Jackson Schuler, and the Whippets are led by their junior quarterback, Caden Wade. Your kicker and punter is going to be Braden Ray. Your holder is Jabry Pierce. Your snappers are J.D. Cummings and Jackson Schuler. Those are your starting lineups. Now we'll welcome Jeremy Tillman into the broadcast. Per usual, Jeremy, don't really have starters, but we do have some key players for Corinth to talk about.
Yeah, I'm going to mention a few of those. One of those was mentioned in the pregame with Coach Orr, but Pat Crump comes in as running back for them, and he's their go-to guy, and he has over 1,700 yards rushing this year. Also, they'll go to number 3, Jameer Barton. He's another back that they love to get the ball in their hands with. If it's not Crump, it's usually Barton that they're getting the ball in his hands. And you know, they have another Crump on the field that's a good athlete as well, and he plays receiver, but he turns around and he plays on defense as well. And mentioning that, they've got about 4 of their skill guys, both Crump boys, Barton, and then another one of their skill guys, Q Young. Those 4 guys will go both ways on offense and defense. And let me mention one more guy. And this might be the first time we've ever done this, but another guy that is a key player on the field tonight is their kicker, number 18, Griffin Carmichael, who has a 45-yard field goal this year. But one of the things that he does well is he will boot it into the end zone, and so that helps out your kickoff coverage when you can depend on a guy that's going to get it in the end zone when he kicks it. But that's just a few of their guys that they're going to be going to tonight.
Yeah, let's take a look at the field conditions and the weather report brought to you by Atala County Co-op Field. It's the nice turf field that the Whippets have had for a few years now. Weather-wise, it looked like it was going to be a rainy day, and it did rain here in Kosciusko for a little bit till about 3 o'clock, and then the sun came out. And if you've lived in Mississippi as long as I have, if it rains and the sun comes out, it gets humid. And it is very, very humid here tonight. It's 68 degrees currently, but it does not feel like 68 degrees. You're looking at humidity way up at 93%. So our windows fogged up in here, and so, yeah, it's very, very humid here tonight. But, you know, considering we thought it might be storms and downpours, it turned into a decent night. Definitely doesn't feel like November 21st. I think it might be more humid tonight than it was the first game we had here that first weekend of September at Landrum Field. But that is brought to you by the Atala County Co-op, and we will remind you that we are streaming tonight's ball game on the Breezy 103 FM YouTube channel. So you go to YouTube, type in Breezy 103 FM, you'll find it there on your smart TV or on your app, on your YouTube app on your phone or on your iPad or on your desktop. We also, if you're driving somewhere and you don't need to be watching YouTube, you can listen on Breezy 103.7 here in the central Mississippi area. And if you're out of listening range, then you can listen on the Breezy 103 app, which is available for free on iTunes or Android, wherever you get your apps. As the Whippets are coming out of the locker room to our left, they are making the long trek to the north end zone, where they will get ready to come out of the tunnel. Let's take a look around the state and see what else is happening. The other games we want to follow here in the state of Mississippi tonight. The big one is going to be Clarksdale and Louisville. That's the other side of this bracket. So whoever wins this ball game goes on to take on Clarksdale or Louisville. If it's Kosciusko, it's going to be at Clarksdale or Louisville. They're calling this one the last one at Landrum, because whoever wins tonight or on the other side of the bracket, the Whippets are going on the road. So we're either going to Clarksdale or we're going to Louisville if the Whippets were to win. If Corinth were to win, I believe they would have home field. They would have home field advantage because they're in Region 1, right? Or Region 2. Yeah, so if Corinth would win, they would have home field advantage over Clarksdale or Louisville. So that's what's on the line here. And when you're looking down in the south for the bracket, it is going to be two big games. A rematch, Macomb and Poplarville. Those teams played earlier in the season. I think Macomb got a win by what? Was it 1 point or 2 points? A close ball game there in the south. And then another one, a sneaky good one, is Columbia and Pass Christianity. You know, Columbia's kind of been the cream of the crop in the South 4A, and everybody's kind of penciled them into the 4A state championship. Don't sleep on Pass Christianity. They got a couple of receivers that can go up and get the ball. And we saw last week that Columbia, they're not unbeatable. They had to come from behind to win against Newton County. So that's a game we want to follow. So as far as our games here locally, those are the ones that we're going to be following. We do have boots on the ground over in Clarksdale to keep us up to date on that ball game. Some other local games you might want to know about. East Webster's taking on Charleston. That's a big one there in 2A North. And then you have, Winona and Aberdeen matching up in the 3A bracket in the north. And you also have Noxubee County and Choctaw County. That's a rematch of the state championship from last year. So that's a couple of local teams that we'll follow for you. And another one, Nanawaya and Simmons. So that's kind of the ones that we're eyeballing tonight. Of course, any scores we get, we will pass along. But those are the kind of local ones here that we'll keep you informed on. The Whippets are bringing their captains to midfield, getting ready to walk out and go to the coin toss for the Whippets. You are going to have the two offensive and two defensive captains that they've done all year. Caden Wade and Riley Petit will represent the offense. Ricari Covington and LaMarcus Riley will represent the defense. Jeremy, do you have captains for Corinth?
Yeah, it looks like that's going to be, as they're walking out there, I thought I could see numbers. That's number 7, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think it's number 7, Q Young, and number 3. That's going to be Jameer Barton. And was the other one?
Number 1, that's Crump.
Yeah, Crump.
That's Patrick Crump. I should note that. It's Patrick Crump and Preston Crump. Patrick Crump committed to UT Martin. He's the one that Coach Orr was talking about. They are twins, Patrick Crump and Preston Crump, twin brothers there. So at the midfield stripe, getting ready for the coin toss, the simulated coin toss. Kosciusko is going with the all-black uniforms. Black tops, black bottoms. They have white numerals. They have the maroon helmet and the white interlocking KHS logo. For Corinth, their colors are red and black, but they're going with the all-white uniforms. They have red numerals, and they have sort of the red stripes on the shoulders. They have black helmets with the Corinth logo on it. Off to our right, the Spirit line getting ready to welcome the Whippets, as on the visiting sideline, there's still folks filing in. It is a long way from Corinth to Kosciusko. We made that trip a few years ago, which reminds me, I had forgotten to give you the game numbers. So we'll talk about that right now while we sort out the coin toss. Second time these teams have met. Corinth leads the series 1-0. The last meeting was November 2nd, 2018. Corinth won that game 47-0. That was a first-round playoff game. A hailstorm came through, down 35-0 at halftime. Hailstorm came through. Tents flew off the roof. It looked like somebody dumped a cooler of Sonic Ice into the bleachers. And so it was just a long way to go. So kudos to the Corinth faithful coming down from Alcorn County. And the Trace has got a detour. You can't go down the Trace, so you got to go around the world to get here. So, yeah, kudos to the fans that made the trip from Corinth. And, hey, kudos to anyone from Corinth that found the stream, as we're going to step aside from our prayer and our national anthem. We'll be back after this with more Whippets football from Boswell Media Sports.
Hi there, mate. Joey Roo here. Introducing our brand new Roo Wing Station. Now open at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial Drive in Kosciusko. Choose from 8 bold flavours: teriyaki, lemon pepper, parmesan garlic, barbecue, buffalo, sweet red chili pepper, mango habanero, and honey hot. Satisfy your cravings every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Don't miss out. Bring your friends, taste them all, and discover your new favourite flavour at Roo Wing Station at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial in Kosciusko.
Football season is back.
Whippets hold them out of the end zone.
Friday nights will be packed with hard hits and tough plays. And at Reliant Physical Therapy, we're here to help you bounce back stronger. Whether you're a Whippet on the field or a fan in the stands, our expert team delivers results you can feel. From shoulders and elbows to backs, hips, knees, and ankles, our therapists treat the whole body with care and precision. No referral needed. Call today or visit ReliantPT.com to get started.
Big play by the Whippet defense. Frank Chevrolet GMC, making your driving dreams come true.
Hi, this is Miles Simpson from Frank Chevrolet GMC. Hey, Papa, is it football season?
That's right, Miles and Maddox. It is football season is on us. You know what that's time for?
What, Papa?
It's tailgating season, and never been a better time than to shop at frankchevy.com for that new tailgate.
Papa, do we still have Super Cruise?
Boys, we do have Super Cruise. All you're worried about is Pawpaw's driving.
Papa, when you have Super Cruise, you drive so much better.
That is true, Miles. Super Cruise drives better than Pawpaw. Shop us today at frankchevy.com or come to Highway 35 North in Kosciusko. Make your driving dreams come true.
Frank Chevrolet GMC, making your driving dreams come true.
Hello, Whippet fans. It's time for kickoff. This is Angel Alvin McDonald with State Farm Insurance. I welcome you to another action-packed night of Kosciusko Whippet football. State Farm takes great pride in supporting the Kosciusko Whippets in our community. Okay, boys, let's kick it off.
Boswell Media Sports.
Welcome back to Landrum Field as the Whippets run on to the turf from the north end zone. Off to our right, led by the Kosciusko Whippet cheerleaders and Whippy the Whippet. I got a selfie with Whippy the Whippet a while ago. We were down there. They were doing face painting and selfies, and I said, with this humidity, that face paint is going to just roll right off of me. So I'll just go with the selfie. We're back, and to give you the results of the coin toss, Kosciusko won the toss, deferred its option to the second half, so they will be kicking to start the ball game. They're going to be defending the north end zone. That's to our right towards the scoreboard, moving it right to left. Corinth will be defending the south end zone to our left. Jeremy, it's third round of the playoffs, so a former ball coach like yourself, give us some keys to the game tonight for the Whippets.
Yeah, man, I want to use just 3 words tonight as we go into this game, and that's physicality, containment, and execution. Those are 3 words that I think are key for this Whippet ball club. Physicality, man, you just continue doing what you've been doing all year, playing physical, man. It's hard to match the physicality. And, man, just be aggressive. They love to run the football, and so hit them early. Hey, they bring it into a game a running back like Crump, and, hey, the Whippets have seen Hargrove, Alexander with Rosafor. They've seen Waters with Itawamba. So play physical, contain them, and just jump on them early. Make them have to fight back because they do not like to throw the football. And so, man, jump on them early. And just pound them, man. Just do what you've been doing all year long. It comes down to blocking and tackling and playing physical football.
All right, we're getting ready for football as Braden Ray's going to line up to kick it away. The Corinth Warriors will send a couple of men back deep right around the 15-yard line. Back they have Roby, and I believe that is Barton also back deep. We know Braden Ray's kind of tricky what he can do. He can kick it deep. He can pick that little pooch kick. We'll see what he does. Kickoff's presented by Angel Alba McDonald State Farm. There it is. It'll be a short kick taken in at the 25-yard line. Spinning forward on the return was Carmichael. That's the kicker.
Wow.
Yeah. So he kicks and he returns kicks. He's all about special teams. But they'll put it down just shy of the 35 on the 34-yard line on the right hash. So Aiden Nunley will lead this wing offense on the season, just 3 out of 9 passing for 27 yards, runs the ball, has run it 15 times for 2 touchdowns. But it's all about the running backs in this wing offense. They're going to come out in the double wing here. Wing back to the left is going to be Jameer Burton. Crump is lined up as the fullback. They're going to hand it to Crump, and he runs right up in the middle, and he is stood up by that Whippet defense. Leading the charge there, Nick Suddeth for Kosciusko.
Yeah, nice job right there, just stacking it up right in there tight, and they sent that wing in motion. It looked like they may be trying to get to the wide side of the field, run that jet sweep, but they want to get the ball in Crump's hands right up the gut.
We've seen this. Kosciusko ran, a few years ago, ran the flex bone, so a version of the wing offense. This time it is the true wing T with 1 wing to the left and 2 in the backfield. They're going to run and hand it off to Barton. He is trying to get the left side, and he gets a yard, maybe 2, tackled from behind. I think that was Rowdy Roan. Got him down. It was. Good job there by Roan. He's been big in the postseason, so that makes it 3rd down and around 6 yards to go. Not where you want to be in this wing offense. But, yeah, Kosciusko ran the flex bone, and it's a lot of smoke and mirrors, Jeremy. There's a lot you can do.
That's right.
You can do a lot without doing a lot. But they're going to be back in that double wing here as Nunley will go under center. Brings the tight end to the right. Whippets creeping up. They're going to put a man in motion. They hand it to him. Running to the back and getting dropped in the backfield for a loss. Keith Lay on the tackle. They tried to give it to Barton, and he was going nowhere.
Yeah, good job right there with Lay just getting just really hitting a seam in there and just caught him from behind and was able to drop him for about a 3-4 yard.
Back to the original line of scrimmage. Yeah, about a 4-yard loss. So we will see Carmichael come out to punt it away. Tay Roundtree stands back at his own 32-yard line. No score here in the first quarter. First quarters for Whippets football are brought to you by Central Tire Service. A little snap off to the right. Roundtree's going to get a chance to return it. Catches it at the 32-yard line, runs right up to hash marks, lowers his shoulder, embraces the contact, and gets a decent return for Kosciusko up to the 44-yard line. So Kosciusko takes over, 10:01 to go first quarter. Caden Wade coming out to lead the Kosciusko offense on the season, 125 for 202 with 2,120 yards through the air, 21 touchdowns on the ground. He's run it 84 times, 341 yards, and 11 touchdowns. Had a big ball game last week against Itawamba, 13 out of 20 for 187 yards and 2 touchdowns through the air. It is a handoff. It goes to Sandifer. He runs right, crosses the 50, has a first down, keeps it going. gets slung forward, and it gets across the 40 to the 38-yard line. It was Jameer Barton who eventually got him down, but a big push by that Whippets offensive line, and it's a Serve Pro first down.
Yeah, nice job right there by Sandifer. What these guys have been doing all year, man, just they will not go down on first contact.
A couple of tight ends in the ball game here with Schuler and Rankin. And Rankin's going to line up to the right as a tight end. It's a little bit of a funky snap. Wade will get it, and he'll run forward. And he'll keep the pile moving. Eventually gets like 5, maybe 6 yards. Yeah, snap.
Yeah, it
kind of
came. Like it floated.
It was delayed. It wasn't a bad snap. It was like it just, as you said, it's having a hard time cutting through this humidity, like the rest of us here. No score. Kosciusko driving on its opening possession, forced a 3-and-out by Corinth. So he's second down, 5 yards to go. This time they'll put 3 receivers to the right. Sandifer, your running back. Tight end in the ball game is Rankin. Hill's lined up to the left. 4-man front, or a 3-man front for Corinth. Sort of got a cheater off the edge there as Wade gets a new play from his offensive coordinator, Wiley Rhodes. Whippets going to have to hurry here. Handoff goes to Sandifer, running it around the left side, trying to get the edge. He's got the first down. He'll be taken out of bounds at the 21-yard line. 12-yard pickup and another Serve Pro first down for the Whippets.
Yeah, that's what you like to see. Three plays, 3 positive yards. Hey, 1 for 18, 1 for 12, and then Wade with that one for 5.
Oh, Kosciusko, they maybe didn't quite make the 21. So in between the 22 and the 21-yard line for the Whippets. Jabry Pierce going to be a single receiver wide to the right. We had 2 tight ends in the ball game lined up to the right. It's going to be a handoff, sweeping it to Roundtree. No, it was a fake. It was a good fake, too. Wade kept it. And I think Roundtree wanted it. He kind of looks a little dejected out there, like Roundtree wanted to get to the edge, but that's a QB keeper we've seen. But Wade kept it and got about maybe 2 yards. Got inside the 20, up to the 19-yard line. Kosciusko driving. Well, Jeremy, this is what the Whippets needed to do. They did this to start the second half last week. Take a long drive, take some time off the clock, and don't let Corinth get on the field. This time 2 receivers to the right. Rankin tied in left. H-back left is Jackson Schuler. Wade with the keeper again, following his blocks, and he'll get inside the 15. Won't quite have enough for a first down. It'll be 3rd down and around a full yard to go for Caden Wade. That was another keeper read by Wade. You saw him lead that one a little bit. He left it in Sandifer's belly for a little while. And I wasn't 100% sure. Windows fogging up in here in the press box with all this humidity. Kind of hard to see off to our left. But 3rd down and short. Whippets going to get in that I formation. Schuler's the fullback. Handoff goes to Schuler. He dives forward, and he's got enough for the Serve Pro first down up to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, just another good job by these skill guys for the Whippets, and Schuler, when he gets in there in that eye in that fullback position, man, he does that often. He's done that all year long and does it well.
It is right at the 10-yard line, so it is a goal-to-go situation for Kosciusko. Scoreless, 6:35 in the first quarter. Wade with the give to Sandifer, and he trips, and he got maybe a yard or 2. Man, he had a big hole to run behind. They were pulling one of those guards. I think it was either Petit. They might have been pulling the tackle on that one. Somebody had cleared away off the right side, and Sandifer just lost his footing, which I'm surprised we might see a lot tonight with as humid as it is. But now the Whippets going to go back in the I-form set. Tight end lined up is William Rankin to the left. Play is going to be blown dead. Somebody move early. It will be against Kosciusko. Push him back 5 yards. So false start against Kosciusko. Already got an update for you from Clarksdale. Louisville leads Clarksdale 8-0. 7 minutes to go in the first quarter. That's going to push Kosciusko back 2nd and goal from around the 14-yard line. So they'll get out of that I-form set, standard shotgun with Sandiford to the right of his quarterback. Handoff going to Sandiford up the middle. He'll spin forward. He basically got the lost yardage back, and that's it. So it's going to be 3rd down goal to go from around the 9-yard line. Kosciusko's been rolling pretty quickly, and you see, Jeremy, what a penalty can do for you.
Oh, yeah, and this is a big play right here, big 3rd down play. Hadn't seen him go to the air yet.
Yeah. I'm watching number 17 right here. And he will line up as a tight end to the left. They'll put 3 receivers wide to the right. Now they're going to motion Sanford out of the backfield. Keeper by Caden Wade. He's going to run it right up the middle. He'll get inside the 5, and that's it. He gets to the 4-yard line. You might see Kosciusko go for this one. Coach Orr talked about how athletic the Corinth defense is. Is that, he said you might not be able to bust the big plays that they normally bust. And you see it there. It's a physical ball game. Kosciusko is going to lead the offense on the field. 4th down goal to go from around the 5-yard line. Last week against Itawamba, they were stuffed at the 1. Coach Orr and Coach Rhodes rolling the dice here early. Snap. Wade is going to throw off to the left. Incomplete. And McBride wants a interference call. Not going to get it. Whippets go down the field and stall out and turn it over. 4:14 to go in the first quarter. It'll put Corinth back at the 5-yard line. First quarters for Whippets football brought to you by Central Tire Service. L.D. McBride thought he might have got held there. But as it is, it's just a turnover to the Warriors. Aiden Nunley will come back out and lead this offense. And the fullback in the set is going to be Crump, and he'll stand about the eye in Kosciusko. Nunley's going to keep it himself, and he'll get a little bit of breathing room out across the 5. Ends up getting taken down by Ricari Covington. Or was that Young?
I think that was Young. That's what I was looking at. Yeah, that was Young.
Young. So it is going to be Young back there running the quarterback spot. He'll go under center out of the double wing. Hand off to Crump. And he is hit. No, it was a fake to Crump, and Young kept it. And he is stopped by Nick Suddeth for no gain. Good play fake. And he made the right read because Crump got lit up on that play. He would have been dropped for a loss. But Young stopped by Nick Suddeth. It'll be 3rd down, around 6, maybe 7 yards to go. We're scoreless in a quick rolling first quarter. Only one pass has been attempted by either team. So now they move Crump out to the left, out of the double wing. Nunley's going to pitch it to the left. Whippets trying to get to the edge, and they knock him out of bounds. It's Keith Lay once again getting the stop. It's no gain on the play, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, when Lay's coming downhill like that, he's one that,
I would not want to be in front of number 5 when he gets ahead of speed. Keith Lay, a couple of offers, collegiate offers. Jackson State, I hear, might be his destination, but he does have offers from Sanford and a couple of junior colleges, so he seems to like JSU. L.D. McBride got a couple of offers today. L.D. McBride, Whippets receiver, got an offer from Ole Miss and Liberty University, so a couple of big pickups for the junior. Carmichael's kick is a good punt. It'll go over the head of Roundtree, and he'll watch it roll down inside the 30. There it is, Jeremy. You said that Carmichael would be a key to the game. It looked like the Whippets were going to have great field position, but that one just sailed over the head of Roundtree
and goes dead right at the 28-yard line with 2:39 to go in the first quarter.
Yeah, just a nice roll right there. Carmichael was able to just get that roll and, man, put it back there at the 28. And the Whippets need to put something together right here on this drive.
Whippets didn't have problems moving it early. They stalled out in the red zone. So Caden Wade in the offense. 1st and 10 from his own 28-yard line. 2 receivers wide to the right. Wade's going to hand it off to Sandifer. He gets the edge, and he gets run out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Keeps going, almost ends up in the first row. 12-yard pickup and a serve pro first down. It was Q Young that saved the touchdown for Corinth. He was the last man to beat. Boy, Sandifer got to the edge super fast. He'll get a breather. Roundtree will come in at that running back spot. Up to the 42-yard line, ball on the left hash. Single receiver out to the right is going to be L.D. McBride, lined up against Preston Crump. It's going to be a handoff to Roundtree. He's going to try to get the edge. He cannot. Good play defensively by Clinton Johnson. Big loss on the play.
Yeah, Johnson just shot through there, man. He just shot through that gap, and he was in the backfield before he could even do anything.
6-yard loss. Yeah, the Whippets kind of saw what I saw. They saw how quick Sandifer got to the edge, and they were thinking, Roundtree's pretty quick. We'll get him to the edge, but Clinton Johnson was waiting on him. A good defensive play. Whippets put down into 2nd down and long, 2nd and 16, as the clock ticks under 2 minutes to play here in tonight's first quarter. 2-by-2 set for Wade. Might see him air it out here. Never mind. They are going to try to run it. And it's going nowhere. They give it to Sandifer, and he is gang tackled by a combination of Q Young and Marlon Alexander. So 3rd down and long. I think the Whippets probably have to air it out right here. Corinth sticking with that 3-man front. Hard count. And now Wade will get a new play. Calls it out to his offense. 2-by-2 set. Snap goes over the head of Caden Wade. He'll get it back, and he'll throw and just get it away in time to avoid disaster. That happened last week, and you see the athleticism of Caden Wade saving a play once again. So Whippets will be forced to punt. Braden Ray come out, punt it away. Looks like Q Young will be the return man. He's going to keep walking back towards the 35-yard line. Oh, Corinth lining up. It's a good snap. Now there's a whistle. And didn't see yet what it would be. Thinking it's offsides. Okay. It'll be offsides against Corinth. That'll give Kosciusko a little bit more room to work with on a punt, but not going to be enough to consider going for it. So 4th down and 10. 68 seconds, all that remains in the first quarter. So Q Young back around the Corinth 29-yard line. So Ray gets the snap. Almost blocked, but it'll hit and take a Corinth bounce at the 35-yard line. A one-handed save by J.T. Herron with exactly 60 seconds remaining in the first quarter. We are scoreless. And the Corinth Warriors will have their third offensive drive of the game. First quarter for Whippets football brought to you by Central Tire Service. Another score update, still 8-0. Louisville leading Clarksdale. The score is brought to you by Sullivan's Drugs and Gifts. Let's see who's running quarterback this time. Looks like that's going to be Nunley back in at quarterback. With a wing tee set to the left, they're going to sweep it to the left. And this time he's hit and drop. Ball pops out, but I think he was already down. Curtis Roby on the run.
I believe that was Ricari Covington that got him on the stop. A loss of about a yard, maybe 2. Second down, 12 yards to go. Yeah, just sort of a hodgepodge of running backs back there, Jeremy. They give it to Crump, Barton, Nunley, Young, Roby.
They're mixing it up well right now so far.
Here's the double wing set with the single receiver left. Nunley goes under center. They're going to hand it off to Pat Crump. He's got a little bit of running room, but he gets it. He gets maybe a 4 or 5 yards, but it's still going to be third down and long. Suddeth on the stop for the Whippets. Already his third tackle this evening. Probably going to be the final play of the first quarter. It is the final play of the first quarter, so we're going to step aside for a break. We're scoreless from Landrum Field.
Sunstar Insurance walks with you through life's twists and turns, offering tailored coverage for every chapter. Our devoted team makes sure you have the choices and support you deserve, turning uncertainty into peace of mind. Whether you're securing a home, a car, or your future, we put reliability and care at the heart of every policy. With Sunstar Insurance, you're backed by a partner committed to protecting what matters.
I'm Robbie Robertson. I'm Bradley Tyler.
Sunstar Insurance, Court Square in Kosciusko.
Gear up for deer season at the Attala County Co-op. Pick from top brands like Moultrie and Boss Buck gravity feeders, plus irresistible attractants. Mobucks, Buck Duo, Strawberry Blast Rice Bran, and even peanut butter and jelly rice bran feed. Everything you need is at the Attala County Co-op.
The everything you need store. Attala County Co-op. Attala County Co-op.
Boswell Media Sports.
To start the second quarter, scoreless ball game. Corinth will have a third down and 7 from its own 34-yard line. Double wing set. Nunley goes under center. Left guard moved. Nobody saw it. There's going to be a throw, and it's incomplete. Nunley rolled out, tried to throw. He had pressure on his face from T. Riley and Rashad Harrington. But, yeah, Jeremy, you saw what I saw, right?
Yeah.
The left guard,
he moved.
left guard flinched his head, but I think the Whippets will take that result over anything else. But, yeah, Nunley rolled out and just nothing there. Had Keith Lay out there in coverage, and he had T. Riley and Harrington in his face. Now the Whippets back to return this punt. You'll have Roundtree a little bit more respect for the leg of Carmichael this time. He's back around the 30-yard line. Grant Carmichael at his own 21-yard line. Good snap. Good kick. Roundtree will catch it on the run at the 35-yard line. Gets across the 45. Will be tackled shy of the 50 at the 49-yard line, still in Whippet territory. Kosciusko takes over. 11:47 to go in the second quarter. Second quarter for Whippets football brought to you by Pickles Drug Store. And Jeremy, there you see the athleticism of Corinth. Normally, Roundtree gets a return like that. He's able to get 30 yards easy.
Yeah, you can see their speed right there, being able just to cover. And like you said, he usually breaks away right there.
But Corinth got some dudes. They're in the third round for a reason. 2-by-2 set. Sandifer, your running back. Quick throw out catch made by McBride. Breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. Down the sideline. They'll give him enough for the first down. Did he make the 40? Maybe just shy of the 40, but it should be enough from that spot. It's enough for a first down. Yeah. Serve Pro first down. They didn't quite make the 40. I'll tell you what I like about that, Jeremy. You saw him cover the football.
Mm-hmm.
When he got caught in traffic there, he covered up the football and then get jarred loose. Whippets air it out. We told you McBride got the offers earlier today. Ole Miss and Liberty. 10 yards there for the Whippets and a Serve Pro first down. Handoff goes to Sandifer. Got room. Bounces it outside the numbers. He'll have enough for the first down. Lowers his shoulder. Back pedals for a few more yards. He'll keep going down to the 22-yard line. 21-yard pickup and a Serve Pro first down. Sandifer just doesn't go down easy. They don't quite give him the 22. Looks like they give him the 23-yard line. It's on that far side, so kind of hard for us to see. But Kosciusko moving the ball here. Back-to-back first downs. Schuler going to line up in the ball game as a tight end left. 3 receivers come wide to the right. He gets a snap, hands it off to Sandifer. He is running around the left edge, and his momentum will just carry him out of bounds inside the 20 to about the 17-yard line. So 6-yard pickup. 2nd down and 4. Another score update for you. Louisville leading Clarksdale 14-0. 2nd down, 4 from the 17. 2-by-2 set. Wade looks to throw, wants to go to Roundtree, has him open, overthrew him just a little bit. He was running a corner route and just out of the reach of Roundtree.
Yeah, he was there too. Just kind of caught Corinth falling asleep a little bit, I believe, right there. And had him on, like you said, just going to the corner of the end zone there.
Wow. 3rd down. Still 4 yards to go. What you thought you might see, it's not necessarily 2nd and short, but, 2nd down and short, 2nd down in short yardage situation, you will see them air it out a little bit. Now they're going to go under center. I form for the Whippets. Turn, give to Sandifer. He runs left. He's tripped up. He'll get a yard, but that's it. If he got a yard, they didn't move the down marker. I thought he moved up a little bit. Man, Schuler seems to think like I did. It looked like he got a yard, but the down marker didn't move. 4th down, 4 yards to go. Probably see a hard count here because an offsides on Corinth would indeed give you a 1st down. So Whippets come out, shotgun set, Rankin a tight end right, Schuler right. Keeper by Caden Wade. He'll run forward, keep the pile moving, enough for the 1st down, down to the 10-yard line. 7-yard pickup and a serve, bro, 1st down. So the Whippets, once again, they had this on the other end of the field, off to our left.
Identical, yeah.
Yeah, they had a 1st and goal from the 10 and stalled out. But they're doing what they need to do here is keep the offense rolling, keep Corinth's offense on the sideline. Single receiver either side. Sandifer, your running back. It's going to be a give to Sandifer. He'll run left, bounce it outside, can't quite make it, and a flag comes in. That's going to be a face mask, I believe. As Sandifer got it inside the 5, and when he was going out of bounds, I believe that's a face mask. A 15-yard variety of a face mask, I believe. It is indeed going to be a 15-yard face mask, so that'll go half the distance to the goal. It should be 1st and goal from around the 4 now. So the Whippets, goal to go. Thought we might see them line up in the eye. They might line up in the pistol.
Is that on the 2?
No, it might be. Yeah, it's up closer to the 3 and the 2. Keeper by Caden Wade. He'll run forward. Is he in? No. Stopped at the 1. So 2nd down, goal to go from the 1. Yeah, Jeremy, your eyes are better than mine. I was looking on that far side. It looked like it was around the 4. But now they're going to go in the I form set. We see the brotherly shove here, maybe. The tush push. Nope, they're going to give it to Schuler, and he'll dive into the end zone for a touchdown. Jackson Schuler gets his 7th rushing touchdown of the season. And the Whippets get on the board. Rushing touchdowns or any touchdowns brought to you by Baptist Memorial Hospital, Attala. Now, there's an official's timeout. Somebody banged up, it looks like. Yeah, somebody for Corinth is a little bit banged up, so they send him off the field. And now the Whippets are going to line up for the PAT. They had lined up in that swinging gate set, but after the stoppage, they're going to line up and go for the PAT. Whippet offense goes, 49 yards. 8:54 mark of the Second quarter, low snap. Pierce is going to take it himself. He'll run back to left. He'll try to throw wide open over there. It's caught. L.D. McBride. How about basketball to basketball there? Whippets convert the unconventional two-point attempt, and they lead it 8-0.
Premier Medical Group in Kosciusko is proud to welcome Dr. Jenny Kate Miles and Dr. Helen Turner to their team. Whether you need a checkup, ongoing care, or a trusted provider for your family, Dr. Miles and Dr. Turner are taking new patients. Schedule your appointment today. Call Premier Medical Group at 662-289-1800.
Premier Medical Group, PMG, good health is our priority.
Have you been putting off coming to the dentist lately? Hello, I'm Dr. Adam Middleton from Autumn Ridge Dental in Kosciusko. We are treating patients with a mindset we have always held, that proper, regular, preventive care can help keep your mouth healthy and functioning properly. We want all our patients to have a smile they can be proud of. Please call us at 662-289-7076 for an
Sports.
Braden Ray will line it up to kick it off, and he sends it down the right side of the field, caught by Carmichael at the 20. Whippet defense gets to him, or special teams coverage unit gets to him right around the 31-yard line. Missed a block in the back. But Kosciusko leads it 8-0, 8:50 to go. Jabry Pierce to his basketball pal, L.D. McBride. And just doing the old backyard scramble. Got another Sullivan's Drugs and Gifts update for you on the scoreboard. I'll tell you after this play from Corinth as they'll take over from their own 32-yard line. Nunley goes under center. It's the true wing tee set right there. They give to Crump, and he's got the biggest run of the game so far. About 7, maybe 8 yards. He eventually ran into J.T. Herron. Somebody lost a helmet. I think it was Kosciusko that lost the helmet. Might be Mylan Johnson. Nope. Keith Lay lost the helmet. Darius Bonslater will come in. 14-8. Clarksdale has responded to Louisville. That one's still in the first quarter there. Second down, short. Handoff to the backside. Coming, a great play by T. Riley. Got him for no gain. Boy, Riley was being held, and then he still makes the tackle.
Yeah, it was just a good job there of fighting off that hold and man, just staying at home right there and settling in.
T. Riley's older brother, Dre Riley, played for Kosciusko his freshman year, committed to Mississippi State. He's Northwest Mississippi Community College. They still have a chance to play in the JUCO playoff. They're number 4 in the country. So third down and short. Nunley under center. Gibbs going to go to Crump. He spins out of the first tackle. He doesn't have it. Whippets stop his momentum. Ricari Covington, T. Riley, all of them there to stop. It'll be 4th down and 2. We'll bring the punt team out as the clock keeps rolling. Whippet defense been stout as the Whippets are going to go punt safe here. They are not putting anybody back to return this kick. I think they're thinking it might be a fake. So they're going to go punt safe, put everybody, it's just the defense out there. There's no special teams at all. It is Carmichael. Yeah, and he boots it away. He gets a good kick. And it'll take a great bounce. And it'll get down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. But I think the Whippets will take that because they did not want a fake converted right there. 6:45 to go, second quarter. Kosciusko with an 8-0 lead. Second quarters for Whippets football are presented by Pickles Drugstore. As we approach halftime, we'll tell you at the half, Big Red Band's not going to perform its halftime show. I believe they're doing something with the cheerleaders, so sort of a stands, some of the fun songs they play in the stands, and cheerleaders are going to dance. But also, we understand there's going to be a students versus faculty field goal kicking competition. So we're going to try to have that for you here at the intermission. But Kosciusko backed up deep in its own territory at the 8-yard line. 2-by-2 set. Sandifer Your running back, Wade looking to his left. Now he's going to throw, has him open just a little bit too far. Roundtree and Schuler both there. Roundtree being covered by Jameer Barton.
Yeah, you're seeing something that's probably before the end of this night, we're going to see a connection here.
These guys, I don't think Patrick Crump, Preston Crump, Jameer Barton, and Q Young have not come off the field.
Yeah, they haven't come off the field.
Yeah, they have not come off the field. And in a night like this when it's humid, going to take its toll at some point. But those guys are Iron Men out there. Wade once again going to drop the throw, trying to set up a screen, caught by McBride. He's got room. He's at the 20, crosses the 25, and it'll be up to the 30-yard line and gets pushed out of bounds. Boy, that little tunnel screen to McBride, and he's so hard to bring down.
And Wade did a great job of getting rid of it and getting him over the top of that defender that was coming right at him too, because he could have easily jumped up and tried to knock the ball down. But he did a good job of just getting that ball to McBride and letting McBride get it up the field here and get this big gain.
22-yard pickup and a Serve Pro first down. Jeremy Whippets tried to do what they did last week, score right before the half, and then get the opening kickoff of the second half. Give up the middle list to Sandifer. He runs forward, and I think he's got enough for the first down. He will. He'll get 11 yards and a Serve Pro first down. I think he used the umpire once again as a blocker there. Roundtree's going to come off the field, and William Rankin will come in. Well, Rankin's got touchdowns 2 weeks in a row. They'll sneak him out there. He'll line up as a tight end to the right. Schuler, the H-back, lined up right behind him. Single receiver either side. Wade going to hand it off to Sandifer. He runs forward, runs around the right side, and he gets about 7-8 yards up to the 50-yard line. Call it 7 yards. We're running right behind Riley Petit. They pulled Petit. And Sandifer comes up a little hobbled and wants a break. He'll go over there and get him some water. And that's the thing about Kosciusko, Jeremy. You take out Sandifer. Oh, look who comes in. 4-3 speed.
Yeah, just draw him out of a hat.
Yeah, 4-3 speed comes in. And he'll be the running back. Two receivers to the left, tight end, lined up right. Roundtree is right to his quarterback. Wade looking to throw, going up top, wants to go to McBride. Incomplete, but we got a flag right around the line of scrimmage in the area of a hold. Let me hold against Kosciusko. So mark it off from the line of scrimmage. We've told you a couple of times this year, they don't do the marking it off. Like if it occurs in the backfield, they don't mark it off from the spot anymore unless it's past the line of scrimmage. Then it's a spot foul. But if it occurs behind the line of scrimmage, they mark it off from the line. So it's going to be second down, 13 for Kosciusko. Ball backs up to their own 40-yard line. McBride with the give to Sandifer, and he'll just double-teamed in the backfield. Good defense. That time it was Xavier Young on the stop. Also on the tackle, Tony Reeves. So that's going to force the Whippets into a third down and long. I actually say he lost about a yard.
He lost, maybe
2 yards, yeah. Third down, 15. There it is again. You see how one penalty can, for even an offense as potent as Kosciusko's has been. But to their credit, Coach Orr said Corinth has a very athletic defense. So third down and long, 2-by-2 set. Wade dropping to throw, pulling out to his right. He'll be hit and he'll be dropped. A loss back to the 36-yard line. Corinth just loading up right there, coming after.
They just loading up and coming off the edge right there, and was back there before Wade could even do anything with it.
Braden Ray will come out to punt for a second time this evening. Kosciusko with an 8-0 lead. 4:09 on a ticking clock. Be under 4 minutes when Ray has to take the snap. Q Young will stand around the 35-yard line, gets a good snap back. It's partially blocked. And it's going to be picked up right here at the 40-yard line. by Corinth. So Corinth with a big special teams play. I believe that was Roby that came through and got the block, just got a left hand on it. And Corinth has its best opportunity to tie the ball game at the 44-yard line, the 36-yard line. 3:52. Whippet defense needs to stand right here. As we said, they're going to get the opening drive of the second half. So they would like to get that with the 0 still on the board for the Warriors of Corinth. It's going to be Q Young going in under center this time in that double wing set for Crump. Burton will motion. Young's going to keep it himself, and he'll cut it up. And he runs into Nick Suddeth. They don't ever tackle him, but they stop him. Boy, Suddeth with a good game. Already 5 tackles for the freshman off the edge. And it's about a yard, maybe 2, for this Corinth offense. 3:30 to go here in the opening half, I should say. I think I see Holmes Community College head coach Marcus Wood down here off to our left. I think you probably have a few other coaching scouts here this evening, but second down, 8 to go for Corinth. As they get to the line, they're going to have to hurry. And, Coach has to take a timeout. Coach Dye had to take a timeout as it had gotten down to 0 seconds. We'll take it with him.
In the legal jungle, experience and personal attention are your best allies. Meet Al Chaddick, attorney at law, navigating the courts with direct one-on-one consultations. No middlemen, just you and Al, tackling your legal battles together. Ready for a winning strategy? Call Al Chaddick's law office at 662-289-2242 today.
Listing of the above legal services does not indicate expertise therein.
This is Chris Coleman, your neighborhood Alpha insurance agent. At Alpha, we understand the value of hard work, trust, and protection for the ones you love. Alpha Insurance has a long proven history of taking care of the folks who hold these same values. As your local Alpha agent, I want to help protect you and your family and help you succeed and prosper as you go through the journey of life. Call me at 662-289-1024. Message me on Facebook. Home, life, and commercial needs.
Boswell Media.
Second down, 8 yards to go for the Corinth Warriors from the Whippets 34-yard line. Kosciusko with an 8-0 lead, 3:03 to go in the second quarter. Q Young goes under center. It's a toss to Crump. He runs right. Decent yardage. Doesn't quite make it to the 30. It's about 3 yards. So it'll be third down and maybe 5, maybe 6. We'll call it 5. Whippet defense trying to flex it some muscle. They'll probably got to stop them twice here, I would think. Well, they do have Carmichael.
Yeah,
They have Carmichael. He's got he's a 45-yarder on the season. Yeah. So they could, if they wanted to. Last week they attempted a 56-yarder. So they could do that if they chose to. But third down, 5 yards to go. Young under center out of the double wing. Barton motions. It's going to be Young on the keeper. He's tackled from behind. It's Suddeth.
Look who.
Nick Suddeth. Have a game, son. Yeah, there's a little mismatch right there. Get a little misdirection going. And Carmichael's coming out, but looks it is going to be a field goal attempt. Yep.
He's got the block in his hand.
Yep, going to be a field goal attempt out of the hold of Xavier Young. Coach Orr we talked about this before the game. It's playing with house money. If it goes into the end zone, then the ball goes to the 20-yard line. So playing with house money here, but Kosciusko, as Corinth doesn't have enough guys on the field. Now they're bringing a few more guys back, and Coach Dye is going to have to take another timeout with 1:29 remaining. We'll take it with him.
Frank Chevrolet GMC, making your driving dreams come true.
Hi, this is Miles Simpson from Frank Chevrolet GMC. Hey, Papa, is it football season?
That's right, Miles and Maddox. It is football season is on us. You know what that's time for?
What, Papa?
It's tailgating season, and never been a better time than to shop at frankchevy.com for that new tailgate.
Papa, do we still have Super Cruise?
Boys, we do have Super Cruise. All you're worried about is Pawpaw's driving.
Oh, when you have Super Cruise, you drive so much better.
That is true, Miles. Super Cruise drives better than Pawpaw. Shop us today at frankchevy.com.
Boswell Media Sports.
Corinth lining up to go for a 48-yard field goal right in the middle of the field off the leg of Grant Carmichael. It's a low snap, but it's got enough distance, and it's good. Carmichael connects. A minute 23 to go. Kosciusko leads it 8-3. I told you that Carmichael had a leg and that he was a weapon. Well, that one might have been good from about 55. I mean, he had a leg. But Coach Orr and I talked about it in the pregame. You heard us mention that Carmichael was a key. Last week he was 0 for 3 in field goals, and some of them were shorter than that. This week he has course corrected, and he has the Corinth Warriors on the board. So we'll wait and see what he wants to do here. He's got the leg to get a touchback, and you see the Whippets. They do have guys back around the 5-yard line. I think it's the first time this year we've seen anybody play that deep, showing the respect to the leg of Carmichael. So 8-3. How about a baseball score here from the third round of the playoffs? Carmichael will approach the ball. Gets a right leg into it. And Sandifer will take it at the 2-yard line. Run right up the hash mark, spin forward, keep going across the 30 up to the 35-yard line. So Sandifer did a good job to bring that one out. Maybe they didn't quite give him the 35. It's the 34-yard line. But the good news for Kosciusko is a minute 16 to go, 3 timeouts for the Whippets. Might as well be an eternity if you're this Whippet offense.
Yeah.
Just like last week. They need to score right before the half and then get the opening kickoff of the second half. 2-by-2 set. Sandifer is your running back to the right of Caden Wade. Wade claps forward. Going to be a quick throw. Catch made by L.D. McBride. Sidesteps a few defenders, but he won't get much. 2 yards, if that. Well, they keep walking it forward. It'll be in about 3 yards. Second down around 7. Kosciusko choosing not to take a timeout right here. Caden Wade dropping the throw. Surveyor running off to his right now. He'll throw wide open Roundtree down the sideline. His momentum carried him out of bounds, though. Good news is it stops the clock, but it's not going to be enough for a first down. It is going to be third down and about 1.5 yards, maybe 2. But yeah, you're seeing some good coverage by Corinth. Coach Orr mentioned that you might not see the big plays that Kosciusko is accustomed to just because of the athleticism. Third down and short. Wade and throws.
Yeah, we moved up front right there.
Kosciusko might have moved. Kosciusko's been its own worst enemy. Penalties tonight. 41 seconds to go. That's going to make it third down at about 7, maybe 8. Well, let's see what the Whippets dial up here. Haven't been able to connect on anything deep. They've had the underneath route, the tunnel screens. If you're Kosciusko, for whatever number 2 is, he is lined up in the slot to the left, 2-by-2. And they're going to throw it to him at the left, trying to get to the edge. Corinth gets to him and gets him down at the 40-yard line. Once again, that's a play that Roundtree has scored on in previous games. But Corinth, with so much athleticism.
Yeah, good angle, good speed right there, and you see what kind of athletes they have.
So a 3-yard pickup, so it'll be 4th down and 4. The ball is at the 40. They got to get it across the 44 for a first down. And Kosciusko is going to let this one go to the half. That's what they're going to do. So, after 2, Kosciusko leads it 8-3. We'll step aside for an extended break We come back, it'll be the Citizens National Bank halftime report.
For 87 years, we've been your biggest fans. Rest assured, while you are cheering on your favorite team this season, Central Electric's team is working around the clock to provide reliable service year-round. Whether building power lines in extreme weather conditions or restoring power on a stormy night, Central Electric employees take your electric service seriously. We will be there to keep the game on. So enjoy this football season and take comfort in our team's reliable service all year long. It's our commitment to you, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Craving the simple goodness of farm fresh dairy? Discover the difference with Prairie Farms Dairy. Proudly farmer-owned, always fresh. From milk to ice cream, butter to irresistible frozen treats, every product comes straight from our family to yours. Experience the taste of real farm fresh quality in every bite and sip. Look for the Prairie Farms brand at your local grocery store. Prairie Farms Dairy. Farm fresh goodness. From our family to yours, every single day.
When an electrical shortage in your office causes extensive smoke and water damage, or that musty odor indicates you might have a mold problem, you need a lot more than just help cleaning up. That's why Serve Pro of Kosciusko, Philadelphia, Greenwood is where you turn when disaster strikes. We offer all the cleanup and construction services to take your home or business from post-disaster to as good as new as soon as possible. So no matter what happens, there's just one call you need to make. Serve Pro of Kosciusko, Philadelphia, Greenwood to see how they can help you get back to like it never even happened. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
Parents and students are just shocked when they find out with a 20 on your ACT, you could go to Home CC for free. Do you have a 20 on your ACT?
Why, yes. Wait. Hold on a sec. You're right. I am shocked. You're saying my tuition could be free?
Yes, and your household income does not matter.
Why in the world would Holmes Community College offer free tuition with a 20 on the ACT?
See, we don't want you drowning in college debt when you graduate. In fact, all of us here at Holmes are so committed to our students' success, we've kept our tuition, well, lower than every other state community college. And even though parents and students are shocked by it and have a hard time believing it, just remember, your tuition could be free with a 20 on your ACT at Holmes CC.
Sounds to me like there's no place like Holmes.
That's Holmes Community College.
Be prepared for life's uncertainties with the correct insurance coverage from the Atala County Farm Bureau. Let's talk about change. Sometimes change is good. Sometimes change is scary. But what is certain is that everyone will experience change. The Atala County Farm Bureau's review program is designed to identify the changes that need to be made in your insurance coverage. Wayne Blaylock and James Metters invite you to stop by for your Farm Bureau Get Real review. Let them help you be prepared for change. Atala County Farm Bureau on the north side of the square in Kosciusko.
This is Allison Schuler, Chief Nursing Officer at Baptist Memorial Hospital Atala. Are you tired of traveling for cancer treatment? Now you don't have to. The new Cancer Treatment Center at Baptist Memorial Hospital Atala is now open, offering expert oncology care, infusions, and support services right here in Kosciusko. That means less time on the road and more time where it matters most, with your loved ones. Call 662-289-9893 today to learn more or ask your doctor about receiving treatment close to home.
Hello, I'm Mandy Hudgens, and it's my privilege to serve our customers at Citizens National Bank. Being part of a bank with more than 137 years of history means standing on a foundation of strength, stability, and trust. We've been through it all, and we're still here, committed to helping you reach your goals. As a local community bank, we make decisions right here at home with your goals and your success in mind. And when you walk through our doors, you'll see friendly faces who take the time to understand what truly matters to you. If you're looking for a bank you can count on, one that knows your community and puts your needs first, we're ready to earn your trust, like we've done for generations. Citizens National Bank, strong, stable, and locally owned since 1888.
There's power in caring, power in community. That's the power of local. Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Boswell Media Sports.
Here at the half, Kosciusko in the lead over Corinth 8-3. We have going on right now the students versus the faculty. in a field goal challenge. I say field goal loosely because they're kicking from the 2-yard line, so it shouldn't be too hard for some of them to make it. But we'll wait and see. But Kosciusko leading at 8-3 here, and we'll take a look around the state and give you a couple of scores. The main one we're following, the last update we have from Clarksdale, is that Louisville leads Clarksdale 14-8 right before the half. And so, that's the main one we want to know about, because the winner of this ball game would play the winner of that ball game. And as we understand it, if Kosciusko were to win, they're on the road. Doesn't matter who wins that game. And if Corinth were to win, they would be at home. It doesn't matter who wins the other game. So that's what as we understand the bracket, that's what it looks like. So we will continue to give you some scores. West Point leads Pontotoc 23-20. We got a good one in 2A. East Webster and Charleston. East Webster leading Charleston 26-22. Also, keeping going. Close one in 3A, right in our neck of the woods. Choctaw County and Noxubee County 14-14. That's a rematch of last year's state championship game that Choctaw County won. Of course, Kosciusko saw Choctaw County a little bit earlier this year. Got a win over the defending 3A champs. Picayune leads Hancock 24-7. That one after one. The last update I have from Nanawaya is that Simmons leads that one 14-0. Oxford and Horn Lake in a close one there. See, that one's at 7-7. Calhoun City and LaFleur County. They're in a close ball game in 1A. That's 8-0. Brookhaven leads Wayne County 7-0. Winona up on Aberdeen 14-0. Last update I had from Germantown and Tupelo. Tupelo, the number 2 team in the state, was that one was tied at 7, and that Brandon, midway through the second quarter, was up on Oak Grove 3-0. So those are some scores we have for you from around the state of Mississippi. We'll continue trying to find those for you. We're looking for some scores from South Mississippi, Macomb and Poplarville, as well as Columbia and Columbia-Newton County was last week. Columbia and Pass Christian. So those are the ones that we are looking for. And we'll step aside for a break. When we come back, we'll welcome Jeremy Tillman back on the broadcast, and he'll sort out this first half for us. But here at the break, it is Kosciusko leading Corinth 8-3.
Transition your home and your style for fall at Sullivan's. Check out their new fall home decor, clothing, and the perfect shoes to step up your autumn look. Sullivan's has everything you need to get game day ready. Whether you're hosting the party or cheering from the stands, fall's in the air. Make sure your home and wardrobe are too. Visit Sullivan's today and find your fall favorites. Autumn starts here, only at Sullivan's in Kosciusko.
Football season is back.
Whippets hold them out of the end zone.
Friday nights will be packed with hard hits and tough plays. And at Reliant Physical Therapy, we're here to help you bounce back stronger. Whether you're a Whippet on the field or a fan in the stands, our expert team delivers results you can feel. From shoulders and elbows to backs, hips, knees, and ankles, our therapists treat the whole body with care and precision. No referral needed. Call today or visit ReliantPT.com to get started.
Big play by the Whippet defense.
Gear up for deer season at the Attala County Co-op. Pick from top brands like Moultrie and Boss Buck gravity feeders, plus irresistible attractants. Mobucks, Buck Duo, Strawberry Blast Rice Bran, and even peanut butter and jelly rice bran feed. Everything you need is at the Attala County Co-op.
The everything you need store. Attala County Co-op. Attala County Co-op.
Looking for adventure or just cruising the city? Central Tire Service is your go-to pit stop. Equipped with premium brands like Kenda and Goodyear, we ensure your tires align with your lifestyle. Visit us on Veterans Memorial Drive and let's get your journey rolling again. Don't pause your adventure. Gear up at Central Tire Service and drive confidently into life's moments. Central Tire, where your journey continues.
Have you been putting off coming to the dentist lately? Hello, I'm Dr. Adam Middleton from Autumn Ridge Dental in Kosciusko. We are treating patients with a mindset we have always held, that proper, regular, preventive care can help keep your mouth healthy and functioning properly. We want all our patients to have a smile they can be proud of. Please call us at 662-289-7076 for an appointment. Come see us and we will give you something to smile about.
Hi there, mate. Joey Roo here. Introducing our brand new Roo Wing Station. Now open at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial Drive in Kosciusko. Choose from 8 bold flavours: teriyaki, lemon pepper, Parmesan garlic, barbecue, buffalo, sweet red chili pepper, mango habanero, and honey hot. Satisfy your cravings every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Don't miss out. Bring your friends, taste them all, and discover your new favourite flavour at Roo Wing Station at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial in Kosciusko.
Hello, I'm Mandy Hudgens, and it's my privilege to serve our customers at Citizens National Bank. Being part of a bank with more than 137 years of history means standing on a foundation of strength, stability, and trust. We've been through it all, and we're still here, committed to helping you reach your goals. As a local community bank, we make decisions right here at home with your goals and your success in mind. And when you walk through our doors, you'll see friendly faces who take the time to understand what truly matters to you. If you're looking for a bank you can count on, one that knows your community and puts your needs first, we're ready to earn your trust, like we've done for generations. Citizens National Bank, strong, stable, and locally owned since 1888.
There's power in caring, power in community. That's the power of local. Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Be prepared for life's uncertainties with the correct insurance coverage from the Atala County Farm Bureau. Let's talk about change. Sometimes change is good. Sometimes change is scary. But what is certain is that everyone will experience change. The Atala County Farm Bureau's review program is designed to identify the changes that need to be made in your insurance coverage. Wayne Blaylock and James Metters invite you to stop by for your Farm Bureau Get Real review. Let them help you be prepared for change. Atala County Farm Bureau on the north side of the square in Kosciusko.
Your pharmacist is more than someone who fills your prescriptions. Your pharmacist helps you understand what medications you're taking. Your pharmacist makes sure your insurance is filed correctly. And your pharmacist answers any other questions you may have regarding your medications.
Hi, I'm Rob Pickle, registered pharmacist and owner of Pickle's Drugstore. It is my goal to give you the personal attention you need to improve your health and well-being. My staff and I are here to serve you.
Pickle's Drugstore, your hometown pharmacy, on the east side of the square in Kosciusko.
Transition your home and your style for fall at Sullivan's. Check out their new fall home decor, clothing, and the perfect shoes to step up your autumn look. Sullivan's has everything you need to get game day ready. Whether you're hosting the party or cheering from the stands, fall's in the air. Make sure your home and wardrobe are too. Visit Sullivan's today and find your fall favorites. Autumn starts here, only at Sullivan's in Kosciusko.
Your pet is more than just a pet. They're your family's fearless protector, your fetching athlete, your crumbs on the floor detector, the warm, snuggly heartbeat at your feet. State Farm understands why your pet means so much to you. So State Farm and Trupanion have teamed up to give your furry family members the protection they deserve. Pet medical insurance. It's another way State Farm is here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Angel Alvin McDonald at 662-289-3161.
For 87 years, we've been your biggest fans. Rest assured, while you are cheering on your favorite team this season, Central Electric's team is working around the clock to provide reliable service year-round. Whether building power lines in extreme weather conditions or restoring power on a stormy night, Central Electric employees take your electric service seriously. We will be there to keep the game on. So enjoy this football season and take comfort in our team's reliable service all year long. It's our commitment to you, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
This is Allison Schuler, Chief Nursing Officer at Baptist Memorial Hospital Attala. Are you tired of traveling for cancer treatment? Now you don't have to. The new Cancer Treatment Center at Baptist Memorial Hospital Attala is now open, offering expert oncology care, infusions, and support services right here in Kosciusko. That means less time on the road and more time where it matters most, with your loved ones. Call 662-289-9893 today to learn more or ask your doctor about receiving treatment close to home.
Boswell Media Sports.
It's the Citizens National Bank halftime report. Kosciusko leads it 8-3. Breck Riley, Jeremy Tillman from Landrum Field. We got Jeffrey off to our left on the camera and the computer. We got Donald back in the studio. We'll welcome Jeremy Tillman into the broadcast right now and talk about this first half recap. Jeremy, if I had to guess, I'd say the Whippets dominated everywhere but the scoreboard.
Yeah, that's right. And, as we look at possessions, that's evenly across the board. Both teams had the same amount of possessions, but when you look at offensive plays, Kosciusko had more, about doubled in offensive plays. And when you look at Corinth's offense, they did not get a first down. Every series was a 3 and an out, and so they punted except for the last series that they had to kick an extra point. But when we ended the first quarter, we ended scoreless. It was just a back-and-forth game, but for Kosciusko was able to get some positive yards even in the first quarter, even the opening series that they had the football after deferring and kicking off to Corinth. They held them to a punt and then was able to put together a drive, but was not able to complete a fourth down and goal from the 4, was not able to get that in the end zone. And so that was a turnover on downs there and was, gave the ball back to Corinth. Corinth held them to 3 and out. And then Kosciusko was able to get the football back and, just kind of shot themselves in the foot there on a third down. It was a bad snap on 3rd and 16 and ended up taking that on into the second quarter. But then out of that was able to end up getting some points the next go round out of Corinth, holding Corinth in the second quarter. So the first score came at the 8:54 mark in the second quarter. The Whippets was able to put together a 9-play drive, 51 yards, and was able to cap that off on a 1-yard touchdown run by Jackson Schuler. And then on the PAT, it was a bad snap, and Pierce was able to show his athleticism as the holder. He was able to pick it up and just go to the left and throw it up to McBride. McBride did a great job of catching it probably about on the 1 and was able to get it in for that 2-point conversion to make it 8-0 at that point. And then the only score that Corinth got came at the 129 mark on a 4th down play. It was a 4th and 5, and so it was a 48-yard field goal by Carmichael to make it 8-3. But when you look at both, you look at the Whippets and the Warriors offense, the Whippets held the Warriors offense to 27 yards is what I have them as. There's only been one. They only attempted one pass, and that was an incomplete pass, and so everything's rushing yards. They had 14 yards of rushing in the first quarter, 13 yards of rushing in the second quarter. And on the other hand, the Whippets have about 176 of offensive yards in the first half. They've got 133 on the ground and 43 yards in the air. But 8-3 is where we stand on the scoreboard at this point.
Yeah, so Whippets leading it, and they will get the kick to receive the second half to start it. And last week, Kosciusko, we said that you needed to take the opening drive down, get a score, and get up by a couple of scores, because the way Corinth runs its offense, not just like Itawamba last week, not really built to come from way behind with, just the rushing attack, and they don't like to throw the ball. And so if you can, put some distance between you and the Warriors, Whippets like their chances. Jeremy, I'm getting a lot of texts and other things about this ball game saying eerily similar to the Louisville game for Kosciusko because they're not able to. They've had some opportunities, haven't been able to connect on some of the big plays, but also you credit that to Corinth because Corinth is probably the most athletic team Kosciusko's played since Louisville.
Yeah, that's correct, man. And you just see the kind of athletes that they have and the speed, size, just the angles that they take too. And so they're putting themselves in a good position to make this a game. And for Kosciusko, like you said, probably not seen just across the board when it comes to just across the board, them being able to hang with the receivers because, normally in the past we have been able to break some loose here and there. But, what you hope to see, too, is you hope to see some of their guys that's going two ways, both ways to wear down in the second half. And like you said, if we could get out to a couple of touchdowns in the second half pretty quick, it's going to make them have to do what they don't like to do, and that's put the ball in the air because, like we go back to first half, they put the ball in there one time and it was incomplete. So they do not like to throw the football.
And he almost got sacked.
That's right.
Basically had to throw it away. He had two guys in the
right.
backfield. So that's the Whippet defense has been stout so far, but giving you a few more updates. The biggest update we need to tell you about is happening over in Lee County. Clarksdale is ahead of Louisville at halftime, 16-14. So Clarksdale comes back. Louisville gets up 14-0, and Clarksdale comes back and is leading it 16-14 at the half. A few other scores we can give you. We have Brandon and Oak Grove tied at 10. That ball game at the half. Also have Tupelo and Germantown. That ball game at the half. That one's tied at 14-14. You got Stone, the Tomcats and the Tornadoes. The best mascot matchup of the week. The Tomcats and the Tornadoes. They're tied at 14. Jeremy, you think it's the third round of the playoffs?
Oh, yeah.
You'd think that, right? With all the close ball games that we've got. But those score updates brought to you by Sullivan's Drugs and Gifts, and we'll continue to follow that one. Oh, hang on. We got another score update. We got folks sending in scores to the radio station. Donald says somebody called and said that Holmes County Central is up 16-7 over Cleveland. So we getting score reports from all around the state. That game is being played in Cleveland. That one's not in Lexington. That one's in Cleveland. So now that's a wrap on the Citizens National Bank halftime report. Angel Albin, McDonald State Farm. Second half kickoff. It's Grant Carmichael. He sent one to the 2-yard line earlier. And Whippets will have Roundtree and Sandford both back inside the 5. Carmichael got a great leg. Well, Jeremy, you said it in the pregame. You don't often say a kicker is going to be a key player in the ball game, but Carmichael has been a difference between that field goal and the punts. His punts are getting good rolls. So he'll line up to kick it away right to left as we get ready for the second half. He boots that one, and that one's going to go out of bounds. So he was trying to aim for that corner pylon, and the Whippets will probably looks like they're going to take it at the 35. Yeah. They don't want Carmichael to kick it again because they know he's got a leg. Don't want to back him up, so they'll take it from the 35-yard line. Good field position for the Whippets and a great opportunity to come out and make a statement. Corinth on the season 9-2. 4-0. They're the champs of Region 2. In there with New Albany and the Pontotocs. So, the receivers to the left. A little bit of a high snap. Going to be a QB keeper for Wade, and he'll get good yardage. Across the 40 up to the 42-yard line. I think he got slung forward up to the 42. He landed on top of the tackler and got an extra yard. So, it's about 7 yards for Caden Wade. Second down. 3 yards to go. 3 receivers to the right. Single receiver left is L.D. McBride. And there comes somebody across the line. The Brandon Patterson, the big nose guard, came across the line. If you're going to get called on a penalty, you might as well go all out.
That's right.
You hear a lot of Pattersons. Pattersons up in Corinth, kind of like Harmons here in Kosciusko. A lot of Pattersons have come through that Alcorn County program up there in that portion of the state. D.T. Sheffield a few years ago, really good player. I understand he plays at Rutgers now. We were talking to Mr. Jimmy at Corinth Radio. I knew that he went out and played in Texas, but he's back at Rutgers. As there goes a handoff to Roundtree. He runs around the left edge, and he'll drag a defender forward up to the 40-yard line. 13 yards and a Serve Pro first down. Kosciusko moving the ball. Be placed on the left hash. Schuler and Rankin both in the ball game, and they're both going to be in as receivers. They're both lined up to the right. And here comes another person across the front line, uninvited. Tony Reeves got a head start.
Yeah, when they just pinning their ears back like they are, man, that's just a good thought right there when you catch them leaning.
Catching them, as you said, a little bit amped up here in the second half to start it off. Third quarter for Whippets football brought to you by Chris Coleman, Alpha Insurance. Remind you that our broadcast powered by Central Electric Power Association. The Corinth band is tuning up. I've never seen any band sit over there on that side where they're sitting. There's a whistle and somebody might have moved, so the offsides might have been negated. It is going to be indeed a false start. Be back to first down and 10 for the Whippets. But yeah, the Corinth band sitting on the south end of the bleachers. Normally the visiting band sits on the north end. But I guess the band, the people that got here, they claimed the north side of the bleachers. We're sitting here. The band can sit wherever when they get here. And it's a pretty good crowd. Probably one of the best crowds we've had for visiting crowds besides Choctaw County, which is, just 20 minutes up the road. Another high snap. It's going to be a keeper for Wade. He'll run forward, break a tackle, and he gets the lost yardage back. Actually gets an extra yard, so 6 yards. So second down, 4 yards to go. Yeah, Corinth brought a good crowd. So we went up there a few years ago, 2018. Long trip. We ate at a catfish place. We didn't eat a slug burger. Slug burger a little hard on the stomach before you got to do a broadcast for 3 hours. We ate some catfish up there in Corinth. Handoff goes up the middle to Sandifer. He stood up.
Yeah, he just didn't have anything. He was stood up like hitting a brick wall right there.
And on the tackle, can't quite tell. No, that's not Patrick Crump. Got a couple of them that have those Guardian caps on. That's Xavier Young. Somebody's on the ground for Corinth. On the far sideline, it should be third down and 4. Yeah, you don't think about dealing with cramps this late in the season. However, with this humid as it is tonight, you might run into that kind of situation. That seems to be what the problem is. As young man is up on his feet, that's Clinton Johnson. But yeah, seems to be maybe running into a cramping situation. But it really humid. But yeah, it was Taylor's Escape where we stopped back in 2018 to get some catfish. My pal Blake Long is the sports information director up at Northeast Mississippi. And he recommended we stop there. Understand it's not in business anymore. That's sad. But yeah, slug burgers a little bit too much. I know they have a Miss Slug Burger pageant in Corinth. So you think, we have right around here the Neshoba County, Miss Neshoba County Fair is big, but you imagine being Miss Slug Burger. Whippets come out third down. A keeper by Caden Wade. He'll run to the left. Should have just enough for the first down. And he does. Serve Pro first down. Kosciusko leading at 8-3. Opening drive of the second half. I got a chance to talk to Patrick Crump earlier this year. We had a player of the week in that big ball game. He had Tishomingo County, 8 touchdowns, 400 yards, average like 10 yards a carry, whatever it was. I mean, he had a great game. So he was our player of the week on the podcast. And we talked about slug burgers up there in Corinth. He's also a state track champion, weightlifting champion, just a great athlete. But first down and 10 for the Whippets from the Corinth 30-yard line. Another high snap. Throw goes to Roundtree, and he loses a yard or two. Yeah, the high snaps throwing everything off. And Roundtree, even if he catches that, he's going to have to make a great move against a Xavier Young.
Yeah, he was sitting on top of that when Young was.
Yeah, you notice they have Young on Roundtree. They don't have one of the guys that's going both ways.
That's right.
They don't have
yeah.
You think maybe you go strength Crump, they're best against Roundtree, but Crump has to play both ways. And so they're getting fresh legs. They're getting Young out against Whippets speedster in Roundtree. So second down, 11 yards to go. Wade hands it off to C.J. Sandifer. He breaks through. C.J. Sandifer skirts through the line, and he'll pick him up and put him down all the way for a touchdown. 31 yards for C.J. Sandifer. Whippet touchdowns presented by Baptist Memorial Hospital Attala. 17th rushing touchdown of the season for the junior running back.
Man, it just looked like they was going to stack him up right in there, but, man, he was able to squeak through there, and once he squeaked through that first line, he was able to get on out there and was able to stick it on in there, man.
Whippets in that swing and gate formation. They're going to keep it. Wade's going to throw across the middle. L.D. McBride lost it. I thought he had it. It was a little bit low. I thought he had it, but either way, Whippets score 14-3, 8:11 to go in the third quarter.
For 87 years, we've been your biggest fans. Rest assured, while you are cheering on your favorite team this season, Central Electric's team is working around the clock to provide reliable service year-round. Whether building power lines in extreme weather conditions or restoring power on a stormy night, Central Electric employees take your electric service seriously. We will be there to keep the game on. So enjoy this football season and take comfort in our team's reliable service all year long. It's our commitment to you, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
This is Allison Schuler, Chief Nursing Officer at Baptist Memorial Hospital Attala. Are you tired of traveling for cancer treatments? Now you don't have to. The new Cancer Treatment Center at Baptist Memorial Hospital Attala is now open, offering expert oncology care, infusions, and support services right here in Kosciusko. That means less time on the road and more time where it matters most with your loved one.
Boswell Media Sports.
After the touchdown by Kosciusko, Braden Ray's kick taken by Grant Carmichael at the 20-yard line. He gets a good return. He breaks a couple of tackles, spins in the middle of the field. I believe it was J.D. Cummins that ended up getting him to the ground. J.D. Cummins, the long snapper for Kosciusko, committed to Meridian Community College for baseball, though. He's a lefty, isn't that right, Jeremy?
That's right.
Yeah, yep. Lefty for the Whippets baseball team. Southpaw. Kosciusko leading at 14-3 as Corinth comes back out. Going under center is going to be Aiden Nunley. They're going out of that double wing set with a single receiver. It's going to be a hit in the backfield, and the Whippets stringing it outside, trying to get to the edge, and he'll get hit from behind, and a huge hit by LaMarcus Riley. Takes down Jameer Barton. He ran about 12 yards to get 0 yards.
Yeah, and a couple of times it looked like he was going to be able to be dropped back maybe for a loss. But
boy, T. Riley almost took the handoff.
Yeah, he sure did. He did a great job because they was sending the house this way. They was running that counter, and, man, but Riley came down here and he lowered the boom on him.
Yeah, he about took that. When Nunley turned around to give it to the running back, it was Riley who was almost there to take it from him. The Rileys were big on that play. Those Rileys are athletic. This Riley is not. Second down and 10 as Nunley's going to turn to give it to Pat Crump. He'll get good yardage out across the 40 up to the 42-yard line. That'll make it maybe a 4-yard gain, so third down and 7 for Corinth. You gotta trust me, LaMarcus Riley, T. Riley, Zay Riley, all a lot better than the Riley we got up here. all a lot better than him. I promise you that. Third down 7 yards to go. Kosciusko leads at 14-3, ticking third quarter clock. 6.5 minutes. Now they're coming out in that true wing tee with one wing back lined up to the left and two backs in the backfield. They're going to fake it. Nunley wants to throw, rolling out to his right. He'll sidestep a defender, and then he'll get dropped in the backfield. Huge defensive play by Keith Lay. He's been in the backfield all night long. It's a loss back to around, I put it at the 35-yard line, 36-yard line. Loss of 6 yards. But yeah, you could tell, Jeremy, that just not comfortable passing the ball. Just, you could tell Nunley looked like he might have had some time. He was able to do something, but good coverage by the Whippet defense in the backfield, defensive backfield, and then Keith Lay, man. Nunley's going to be seeing number 5 in his nightmares coming after him. But Carmichael back to kick it. Whippets don't bring anybody, but it is a great kick. Roundtree will take it at the 21-yard line. Runs off to his right, trying to get to the edge. Cuts it up at the numbers. Will be slung down at the 41-yard line. He's going to get 15 extra yards, I believe, on a face mask penalty. It's either a face mask or horse collar. One of the two. And a face mask is going to be the call. Is it the 5-yard or the 15-yard? It's the 5-yard kind. So if you're, is it? No, it is going to be 15. He didn't give the personal foul. I thought he just gave the incidental call. So never mind, 15 yards. Because in high school this is the incidental face mask. But he didn't give at least I didn't see him give the personal foul call. I just saw him grab the face mask, which usually means it's an incidental kind. However, Whippets will take it. It puts the ball up into Corinth territory at the 43-yard line. Keeper, Caden Wade, runs forward and just keeps bulldozing forward. And did his flag come?
I think it just came out of his pocket, didn't it? Or
his flag is on the ground. Is it a penalty or did it just fall out?
It looks like he is talking like it is going to be.
It might be. About the only thing it could be is another face mask.
Yeah, it's going to have to be that, ain't it? Yep.
It is indeed another face mask. It was the umpire right in the middle, Jeremy, and like you and I both thought it just fell out because, I mean, he was kind of.
He was rubbed up against him.
The play was going. The play was going towards him, and it looked like he was trying to get out of the way, and maybe the flag. He didn't throw it. He just dropped it. So the Whippets are gifted 30 yards on a couple of penalties. And that'll move the ball inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Kosciusko with a chance to extend its lead. 14-3, ticking third quarter clock. Handoff, C.J. Sandiford. Not a lot there, and there's another flag. That is, that might be a hold. Yeah, that one is going to be a hold. That one's going to go against Kosciusko. 14-3. Kosciusko leads it. Right. The Corinth band having a good time on that far sideline. Welcome in any Corinth fans that found the broadcast. I shared it off with my pal Jeremy Hudson. He's the PA announcer up there. Met him doing some Kosciusko softball. Nice guy. Sent it to him. I know I shared it out. So anybody from Corinth is welcome on the broadcast. Caden Wade gives it off to C.J. Sandiford, and he gets 2 yards, and that's all. Yeah, Kosciusko and Corinth played in softball in 2018 and then again in 2021, I think. It's around there. I've done 2 ball games. Really nice facility. They got a turf facility up there. Corinth, baseball and softball right behind each other. Really, really nice place up there in Alcorn County. They got another team. Biggersville is still in the playoffs. Yep. They're still playing. They're up there in Alcorn counties. Second down, about 18 yards to go for the Whippets, and Corinth jumps off sides, but there's no flag. Whippets are going to have to hurry here. Caden Wade changes the play. He's going to drop the throw. Catch made by L.D. McBride behind the line, breaks a tackle and keeps rumbling and stumbling forward. Basically gets the penalty yardage back plus maybe a little bit more. It's going to be a gain of about 10. Yeah, so third down, around 8 yards for Kosciusko. So third down, 8. You think Kosciusko might be in 4-down territory right here. Leading at 14-3. Boy, what the Whippets want to do, Jeremy, they're keeping Corinth off the field.
That's right.
Another VIP in the house I saw earlier was Ricky Neves. He's the president of the MHSAA. He was down there talking to Athletic Director Hogan Briscoe. So everybody wanting to see this ball game. A little bit of a slow snap, and Wade's going to throw incomplete. Aiming for Pierce on a slant pattern. Jabry wanted a flag there. In the coverage was Preston Crump, the brother of Patrick Crump. Twin brothers. I understand twins, but not identical twins. Now the Whippets are going to line up. They want to go for a field goal here. So we're trying to find somebody. They need somebody along that offensive line. Whippets going to go for a field goal. Braden Ray on the right hash. Put it down, around the 23-yard line, so a 33-yard attempt. Those Whippets are going to have to hurry. Good snap. Kick is up, and I think it's wide left.
Yep.
It is indeed wide left. Whippets, second time tonight, stole out in the red zone. They'll turn it over on the missed field goal. 3:13 remaining. Kosciusko with a 14-3 lead in the third quarter. Once again, Whippets kind of had to rush a little bit there. Looked like they weren't quite set when the play clock was getting down to 4, maybe 5, and maybe rushed it just a little bit. Had the distance, just a little wide to the left. Ball go back to the 20-yard line, as we talked about early in the ball game. Trying to give you some more score updates as we get them. Kosciusko. Defense. A good opportunity here. Trying to keep Corinth deep in its own territory and play some field position if they can get another stop. Wing T set with the wing back to the left. Turn, give to Patch Crump. He's got some room around the left side, and he will get out across the 30 up to the 35-yard line. And we're going to tell you something, Jeremy. First down of the ball game.
That's the first down
for
right
Corinth with 3:06 to go in the third quarter. But Crump able to get the edge that time. Patrick Crump, both of them are in there. You got Patrick and Preston both in the ball game. Preston seems to be a little bit taller of the two. He'll line up in a receiver out to the right. True wing T set again, but this time it's with a wing back to the right. Nunley on the snap gives it to Crump. He's hit, and he might have lost a yard. Nick Suddeth, Ricari Covington. Stop him. They say no gain on the play. Ricari Covington leading the team in tackles, but Nick Suddeth leading the team in tackles on the season. Nick Suddeth leading the team in tackles tonight.
Yeah, Suddeth is getting through there, man. He's had a heck of a ball game.
He's got an opportunity to be named our Autumn Ridge Dental Player of the Game, which we will name after the ball game. Second down, 10 yards to go. Double wing set this time. Man motions. Turn, give to Crump. They just stuff it up in there. He's going to get it 4, maybe 5 yards. They stop the scrum. Ends up being a gain of about 5.5. So third down and let's say it's a full 6. So third down and a full 4. Ball is at the 41. They got to get across the 45 to move the sticks. Clock ticking in the third quarter. Will be under 90 seconds to go in the frame when Corinth snaps the ball. They'll be in that double wing set again. Patrick Crump, your tailback. Motion a man. And they're going to hand it off on that delayed counter, going to the backside, have enough for the first down, crosses the 50. And then on the tackle for the Whippets, saved the touchdown, was Ricari Covington.
Yeah, just ran that, like you called it, just a little delayed counter, slow kind of setting it up. But, man, he was able to get in there and find him a seam.
That was Jamar Barton. Covington going to catch a breather. Rowdy Roan checks in for the Whippets. 2 first downs for Corinth after going 0 in the first 2.5 quarters. There's going to be a false start, I believe, against Corinth as the play is blown dead. I believe one of those wing backs got a little bit of an early start. So push Corinth back 5 yards. Right at 59 seconds remaining. Not quite back to midfield. It'll be on the 49-yard line, just to the right of that maroon K on the Whippets turf. Third quarter for Whippets football, presented by Chris Coleman of Alpha Insurance. So first down 15 for this Corinth squad. And Coach Orr wants to take a timeout and talk about it with 43 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Kosciusko with a 14-3 lead.
When an electrical shortage in your office causes extensive smoke and water damage, or that musty odor indicates you might have a mold problem, you need a lot more than just help cleaning up. That's why Serve Pro of Kosciusko, Philadelphia, Greenwood is where you turn when disaster strikes. We offer all the cleanup and construction services to take your home or business from post-disaster to as good as new as soon as possible. So no matter what happens, there's just one call you need to make. Serve Pro of Kosciusko, Philadelphia, Greenwood to see how they can help you get back to like it never even happened. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
Football season is back.
Whippets hold them out of the end zone.
Friday nights will be packed with hard hits and tough plays. And at Reliant Physical Therapy, we're here to help you bounce back stronger. Whether you're a Whippet on the field or a fan in the stands, our expert team delivers results you can feel. From shoulders and elbows to backs, hips, knees, and ankles, our therapists treat the whole body with care and precision. No referral needed. Call today or visit ReliantPT.com to get started.
Big play by the Whippet defense.
Boswell Media Sports.
Just 43 seconds. That's all that remains in the third quarter out of the timeout. It'll be first down 15 for Corinth from midfield. Kosciusko with a 14-3 lead here in this third round. They got a receiver wide to the left out of that double wing set. That's going to be Q Young. He's going to run it himself, and he breaks a tackle from behind, gets out to the edge, and it'll be pushed out by Keith Lay. But there's a flag somewhere.
Yeah, I saw a flag come out right here on the sideline. It looked like, yeah, right here.
Yep. So in the area of a hold. Yeah, I think it is indeed going to be a hold against Corinth. And it looks like it was from 1 yard in front of the line of scrimmage. So it'll mark it off back to the 41-yard line into Whippets, Corinth territory. So it should be first down in what, 24?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, about 24. Got Sullivan's Drugs and Gifts score update for you. Simmons leads Nanawaya 20-0. About 4 minutes left in the third quarter. A big ball game over there in Winston County tonight. Double wing set. As Q Young goes under center. He'll want to roll out to his right. He breaks one tackle. Can't break away from the other two as T. Riley will get him from behind for the sack. Boy, just black jerseys in the backfield all
everywhere.
night anytime Corinth tries to throw the ball. And that will be the end of the third quarter. Kosciusko leads it 14-3. We got 12 minutes left. We'll step aside for a break here from Boswell Media Sports.
Looking for adventure or just cruising the city? Central Tire Service is your go-to pit stop. Equipped with premium brands like Kenda and Goodyear, we ensure your tires align with your lifestyle. Visit us on Veterans Memorial Drive and let's get your journey rolling again. Don't pause your adventure. Gear up at Central Tire Service and drive confidently into life's moments. Central Tire, where your journey continues.
Craving the simple goodness of farm fresh dairy? Discover the difference with Prairie Farms Dairy. Proudly farmer-owned, always fresh. From milk to ice cream, butter to irresistible frozen treats, every product comes straight from our family to yours. Experience the taste of real farm fresh quality in every bite and sip. Prairie Farms Dairy, every single day.
Boswell Media Sports.
Kosciusko with a 14-3 lead against the Warriors of Corinth. 12 minutes remain in the ball game. Breck Riley, Jeremy Tillman here from Landrum Field will be... That ain't right. That's just second down and 9.
Yeah, it should be about second
that ain't
about
right.
30.
Yeah. No, they
second.
They got to sort this one out.
Yeah, they got to regroup.
yeah. The chain gang on the far side trying to sort out what it is. Yeah. Like I said, it is second down and 30, not second down and 9. Yeah, they kind of confused a little bit. Yeah, they still. Yeah, the Kosciusko coaching staff still saying they got to sort that out. It should be second down and 30. Yeah. Some confusion when we swapped ends of the field here. I'm not going to criticize. I'm not great at math neither, so I don't know how I would be on that far sideline swapping anything. So now the chain gang is going to get a round of applause from the Whippet fans. So second down and 30. Now I think we're all ready to go. Fourth quarter for Whippets football brought to you by Kangaroo Crossing. Double wing set again. That's Q Young once again back in at quarterback. He is going to stop, going to throw back to the left, looking for a man. Jameer Barton is open. JT Herron gets to him. And then Travion Nash is going to get him out of bounds on that far sideline. Pretty inventive play there. Get everybody going one way, throw back to the other one. But it's still going to be third down in Hesterville for the Corinth Warriors. Travion Nash, you saw the Whippets. They saw it in time, Jeremy, to get over there, and you had JT Herron and a few other guys there. And kudos to big Travion Nash. You don't see a big man like that. We've said it a few times this year. The Whippets' big man along the front, LaMarcus Riley and Travion Nash, they'll make plays down beyond the line of scrimmage. They'll 10 yards beyond the field. So third down and 22. So it's a pickup of 8 yards. But, of course, you think Corinth here in this. And there's a whistle. And unless Corinth got a timeout in, that's going to be a delay of game.
I believe it's going to be a delay. They gave him a timeout.
Did they give him a timeout?
Yeah, they gave it to him.
No. Now they're saying delay a game.
Okay, I saw the coaches walk out like they were.
Yeah, so that's going to back them up either. Yeah, I thought that they had given them a timeout, but the official came out and said it's delay a game. So back to third down and still about Hesterville for Corinth. Wing T set here with 2 wing backs to the left. The man will go in motion. They're going to hand it off, coming to the near side and tackled from behind. There he is again, the big man, Travion Nash. They gave it out to Jameer Barton. This time, Whippets had him stacked up, and that will be a punting situation.
Yeah, it's just a good job right there because they're doing some misdirection stuff. They're pulling some guys up front, and so it was a good job up front. Those guys, Whippet D-line, just kind of getting in those offensive lineman's hip pocket and let them take them to the football.
Got an update for you from Lee County. Louisville reclaims the lead over Clarksdale, 21-16. They got a ball game going over there. Score updates brought to you by Sullivan's Drugs and Gifts. Appreciate my pal Marcus Kincaid from Louisville keeping us up to date. Grant Carmichael's kick almost blocked. And it'll hit and take a bounce out of bounds over towards the 20-yard line, and there is a flag down. Something happened with the kicker. I think it looked like it will be a running into the kicker and not a personal foul roughing the kicker. And so, I think it's going to be because they might just ask him to decline it. It is going to be running into the kicker. So it's only 5 yards. So, yeah, no, they're going to come back out. You thought that, with where the punt landed, they might take the punt because it rolled out of bounds around the 20-yard line, but they know what Carmichael can do, so they might want to try to pin Kosciusko a little bit deeper. And I don't think you'll see Kosciusko come after him right here. I think they'll just play punt safe with a 4th down and 20 from the 46-yard line. Roundtree back around his own 15-yard line, and the Whippets are going to go punt safe. Roundtree going to come up and fair catch that one at the 25-yard line. So it does end up benefiting the Whippets a little bit. By about 2 yards is what the Whippets got out of it. As originally the last kick rolled out around the 21-yard line, 22-yard line. But Kosciusko, 10:52 to go, leading it 14-3. Kosciusko needs a long drive here. Take some time off the clock and end it with a score. Caden Wade can lead his offense down the field and get a dagger, 2x2 set. Going to be a quick throw. Catch made by Schuler behind the line. He's got some room to run outside the numbers, be close to a first down. I think he might be a yard shy. It would be a 9-yard pickup for Jackson Schuler on the season. It was Schuler's 11th catch. So 2nd down and short. Kosciusko awful dangerous in these 2nd and short situations. So many options. As Wade calls for the hard count and nobody moves for Corinth. They have the 3-man defensive front. Now they're showing some pressure off the edge, bringing up 3 guys. Handoff goes to Sandefur. That's Patrick Crump.
Yeah, they just brought them in there that time on that short yardage right at the last minute. They just stuck those couple of linebackers, walked them up in there.
Good job by Crump with a loss of about 2 yards and some sportsmanship out there. You see Crump laid a big hit on C.J. Sandefur, but then reach down and help him get up off the turf. So you like to see that. Been a fairly clean game between both these teams here in the 3rd round of the postseason. Winner moving on to play for the North State Championship. Single receiver either side, 3rd down short. Handoff goes to Sandefur. Hits it left, and then is only going to get about a yard. That's it. Kosciusko going to come out and punt this one away. Most likely. Well, I bet you try to get a hard count, then a timeout is what I would assume for Kosciusko. Try to get Corinth to jump off sides. Wade goes under center. He does do the hard count. And now Kosciusko. No, is there a flag?
Yeah, it was a flag.
I'm not sure. How is that a false start? How that's a false start. So I don't know what they called because the Whippets were just looking to the sideline to get a new play. .9:04 to go. Big play right here. Need a big kick by Braden Ray. Q Young is right around midfield. You got to think Corinth is going to be bringing everybody right here.
Clean snap and kick.
They're probably going to bring the house, the garage, and everything. It's a good snap. But somebody moved again for Kosciusko maybe. That's what it's going to be.
Yeah, they just got to get settled in because, hey, they pinning their ears back. They coming.
Yeah.
And so
I said they bring
Kosciusko's getting a little jumpy up front because they know they're coming.
They're bringing the house, bringing the garage, bringing the trampoline. They're bringing everybody. So, yeah, huge play right here. Braden Ray needs to get this one out. Down in distance, just moot at this point. I mean, it's 4th down and 11, but Corinth going to be set up with good field position. But, yeah, here comes everybody for Corinth. Good snap. Ray is going to get it out. Gets a pretty good kick. It'll hit and take a great whippet bounce. It'll roll at the 50, roll through the legs of J.D. Cummins, and keep going.
Yeah, good roll right there.
Rolls down at the 31-yard line. And Whippet fans in attendance will give a little tip of the cap to Braden Ray right there as Corinth backed up to the 31-yard line with 8:37 to go, and Kosciusko with a 14-3 lead. So let's see who comes out at quarterback. It's been a combination of Aiden Nunley and Q Young. It's been mostly Young here in the second half. I think they might like his athleticism, what he can do a little bit better than Nunley. Because, I mean, it's just an athlete back there. You know, that's one of the offense that they run. I'm not saying that you don't have to be athletic to do it, but you have this kind of offense. It's very similar to what the Rosa Fort Lions run. There's going to be a toss pitch. They look like they want to go for a reverse, and they're going to throw it back. It's a flea flicker. Going to go off to the right, and that is caught. Or is it out of bounds? Caught at the 40-yard line. It was the double reverse pass, but there's a flag. I'm thinking it got an illegal man downfield.
Yeah, that was a lot of time right there. That's gonna have to be what that is.
And Whippet, that's exactly what it is. Illegal man downfield because they handed it off to Barton. Barton gave it off to, I believe that was Burris. And then they give it back to, no, Burris is the one that ended up making the throw.
Yeah, there was a lot of moving parts back there for sure.
The double reverse pass, and as you said, Jeremy, time like that happens.
Yeah.
The linemen think that like somebody's, at that point they're thinking somebody's running, so they're getting downfield. Well, Whippets catch a break right there. Would have been down to the 40-yard line. Would have been the biggest play of the night for Corinth. But you see the little trickeration right there. Whippets bailed out on another penalty. 8:28 to go. Back them up first down and 15 for the Warriors from her own 26-yard line. Young goes under center. Single wing in the ball game is to the right. There's a tight end to the right. Rolling Young out to the left, being pursued. He'll be double teamed. Whippets get to him, and who else but Nick Suddeth on the tackle. That's his. I have that close to double digits in tackle for Suddeth. He might have wrapped up Autumn Ridge Dental Player of the Game with that performance. Rowdy Roan was right there too. That's going to be second down and what are they calling it? About 19 to 20. Ball's back up at the 18-yard line. And Corinth is either going to have to take a timeout or take a delay a game. They're taking a timeout. You saw Coach Dye did that on purpose. He was taking it all the way down. He was right over there next to the official. 7:37 to go. Kosciusko leads it 14-3. Second down, 23 to go. We're back in 60 seconds.
Have you been putting off coming to the dentist lately? Hello, I'm Dr. Adam Middleton from Autumn Ridge Dental in Kosciusko. We are treating patients with a mindset we have always held, that proper, regular, preventive care can help keep your mouth healthy and functioning properly. We want all our patients to have a smile they can be proud of. Please call us at 662-289-7076 for an appointment. Come see us and we will give you something to smile about.
Premier Medical Group in Kosciusko is proud to welcome Dr. Jenny Kate Miles and Dr. Helen Turner to their team. Whether you need a checkup, ongoing care, or a trusted provider for your family, Dr. Miles and Dr. Turner are taking new patients. Schedule your appointment today. Call Premier Medical Group at
Good health is our priority.
Boswell Media.
Corinth with a second down and 23 from their own 18-yard line. It's a toss to Patrick Crump. He runs left, but he runs back right into Rowdy Roan. And no gain on the play. If anything, he lost half a step. So that was not Crump. Maybe it was Barton.
Is that Barton?
Yeah. But, yeah, they're kind of like Kosciusko. So many different guys, so many different bodies out there that they can give it to. But it's going to be third down, 23. Clock will be under 7 minutes to play. By the time Corinth comes out to snap this one. They'll have a double wing set. Patrick Crump is the tailback. Single receiver lined up to the right. Motion. Nunley, they're going to roll him to the left. And he's going to step it up and run. He's tackled by Nick Suddeth. Give Rashad Harrington a star because he's the one that forced him back inside, but it was Sudeth who put him in the turf. Well, that's a loss. So how about another sack for Nick Sudeth? I'm running out of room here, Nick, on your on my sheet. I'm going to have to go to the next to find some, what do they call it in school? Scratch paper? Is that what they used to call it?
Right.
Scratch paper back in the day. Grant Carmichael going to punt from around the 2-yard line. Roundtree standing midfield. He's right at the K. As Carmichael gets the kick, it will hit, and it'll take a Corinth bounce, the 48-yard line, and go diagonal out of bounds right at the 40. 5:56 remaining. Kosciusko with a 14-3 lead. Louisville beginning to flex its muscle over in the Delta. They lead at 27-16 over Clarksdale. Continue to follow some scores for you. A note here, thanks to Lee Smith, that 48-yard field goal that Carmichael hit is a playoff record for the school, for Corinth. Second longest in school history. Lee says it was a 49-yarder by Baxter Wilder back in against North Pontotoc in the year 2000. So I told Carmichael got a leg. Appreciate Lee Smith on Twitter /X for keeping us up. There's a timeout on the field, so that's what happened. So out of the officials, I think Coach Dye said something to the officials, and then he got them to come over there to him at the 40-yard line. So I'm not sure what it might be, but it is an official timeout for Coach Dye to talk to the officials. Justin Dye in his 5th year with Corinth, 25-29. This Corinth team coming back down from 5A. They were 5A the past few years. You heard Coach Orr in the pregame talk about Pat Crump being a 5A track champion, weightlifting champion. They've come back down. I think them and Caledonia switched places. Corinth came down, Caledonia went up to 5A. So I think that's what it is. But Corinth won the state championship back in 2019. A good season that year. I'll say this, Jeremy. These 14 points, this Corinth defense is for real. They haven't given up any points in the postseason. They have not given up any at all. They shut out Senatobia and they shut out Amory. And Kosciusko's only the high-powered Kosciusko offense that's averaging 40 points a game so far has only got 14 points. That tells you how stout this Corinth defense is. But Whippets will give it off to C.J. Sandifer. He'll run left, tiptoe his way through, and get a yard. He's tackled by a number of white jerseys. Once again, good sportsmanship as Pat Crump reaches down and helps up number 4 off the turf.
You want the clock just to run, just to keep running.
Just keep going. Second down, 9 yards. Kosciusko going to take it all the way down and leading at 14-3. Got a Sullivan's Drugs and Gifts update for you. Oak Grove leads Brandon 17-13 going into the 4th quarter. Close one there. They're playing that one down in the Hattiesburg area. Second down, 9. Wade gives off to C.J. Sandifer. He's got room around the left side. Crosses the 50, the 45, the 40, the 35, and then goes out of bounds. Huge play there by C.J. Sandifer. Moves the sticks, and it's a Serve Pro first down. Been there a couple of times this evening trying to get that edge. Right at the 35. 5:03 to go. So Whippets need a touchdown here. Caden Wade hurrying his guys up to the line. Single back in the backfield. Handoff, Sandifer. He takes it to the right side, and his momentum stopped to get a yard. Leading the tackle, or not really a tackle, but leading the charge was Zion Wimsat. So they never tackled him, just stopped him. Second down, 9 for Kosciusko. Stick around for the Premier Medical postgame show. We got Braden Ray down here taking some kicks into the net, maybe thinking about a field goal situation. Kosciusko will take its time here as Wade gets his guys to the line. Give to Sandfer, runs left, cuts it back inside, and he's dropped for a loss of 2. So 3rd down and about 11 yards to go. You saw that time, Jeremy. Sandfer probably could have got outside, but he needs the clock to keep running.
That's right. Yeah,
so
you don't want to get out of bounds at this point.
Yeah, you could tell that he saw it. He was like, well, maybe I'll try to cut it back, but Corinth was there. I like the contrast of the uniforms tonight. That's something we've seen, the all whites and the all blacks here. It's a nice contrast. I like it because you can see the numbers. You got black jerseys, white numbers, white jerseys, red numbers. Earlier tonight, the glasses were fogging up here. Handoff goes to C.J. Sandfer, and he'll get a few yards, but that's all. 4th down and 8 is what it'll be. So, 4th, and they actually give him an extra yard after that, so it's 4th and about 7. So Kosciusko, I would assume, going to take this one all the way down. And it would be close to around 2:45 when they have to snap it. But they're going to send the offense onto the field. 4th down and 7 from the Corinth 32. There's the clap, and the Whippets will take a timeout. 2:46 to go in the ball game. Whippets lead at 14-3.
For 87 years, we've been your biggest fans. Rest assured, while you are cheering on your favorite team this season, Central Electric's team is working around the clock to provide reliable service year-round. Whether building power lines in extreme weather conditions or restoring power on a stormy night, Central Electric employees take your electric service seriously. We will be there to keep the game on. So enjoy this football season and take comfort in our team's reliable service all year long. It's our commitment to you, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Hi there, mate. Joey Roo here. Introducing our brand new Roo Wing Station. Now open at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial Drive in Kosciusko. Choose from 8 bold flavours: teriyaki, lemon pepper, Parmesan garlic, barbecue, buffalo, sweet red chili pepper, mango habanero, and honey hot. Satisfy your cravings every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Don't miss out. Bring your friends, taste them all, and discover your new favourite flavour at Roo Wing Station at Kangaroo.
2:46 remains in the ball game. Kosciusko, 1 first down might win it. Wade drops to throw. Wants to go to Pierce, and there's a flag, and incomplete pass, but that's going to be pass interference or holding. Either way, it's going to be 1st down, Kosciusko. If it's holding, it's an automatic 1st down. If it's pass interference, it's 15 yards, and it'll result in a 1st down. Yep. So it will indeed be 15 yards for Kosciusko and a fresh set of downs. Corinth, it says they have 2 timeouts remaining. I have them with 1. But it moves the ball up to the inside the 20,
17.
to about the 17-yard line. LD McBride going to be single receiver wide to the right. H-back left. Handoff left. C.J. Sandfer runs forward. It's inside the 15, or maybe down right at the 15. 2 yards. Clock will keep rolling. 2.5 minutes. 4th quarters for Whippets football brought to you by Kangaroo Crossing. Second down and 8. Clock will be under 2 minutes when Kosciusko has to snap it. Yeah. You're seeing a little bit, and some guys try to keep nerves calm out there. Handoff goes to C.J. Sandfer. He'll run left. get a yard. And I'm going to get 3rd down and about 7 yards to go. Yeah, Kosciusko can take this one down to a minute 10. So 3rd down and 9. Maybe Corinth does only have the one timeout, because I would think that
I would think so too.
Coach Nye would have called one right there. So he might be saving it for after this play, but I had him with 1. I said scoreboard still has him with 2. So Kosciusko, 3rd down, 7 yards to go. Give goes to C.J. Sandifer, runs it right up the middle, breaks a tackle, gets inside the 5. Flags come flying in. He's down at the 1 if it stands.
Yeah, flags came in from everywhere. It was raining flags.
So we'll see what it is. Serve Pro first down at the 1. Sandifer's helmet came off. If it's a penalty against Corinth, that is ball game. I believe it's a face mask. It is indeed a face mask against Corinth. 68 seconds remain. Kosciusko can kneel it out. Oh, they don't quite get him the 1. They give him about the, about the 3?
3, yeah, it's on the 3.
68 seconds. Caden Wade will take the snap. He'll give it to Sandifer. He'll be hitting the backfield. And he'll be slammed down. And now I think we will get a timeout, but we do get a flag that comes in late. They kind of German suplexed C.J. Sandifer, which I think that's illegal now. And unsportsmanlike conduct is going to go against Corinth. So, but Coach Dye did take a timeout, so the clock will stop on that timeout. 58 seconds remain. Kosciusko trying to advance to the North State Championship for the first time since 2007. Oh, 58 seconds. Kosciusko, 58 seconds away from booking a ticket to either Clarksdale or a rematch with the rivals up Highway 14 in the Louisville Wildcats. Seeing some folks start heading to the exits. Oh, no matter what happens, hang around and we'll wrap this one up and name our Autumn Ridge Dental Player of the Game. But as I said, I think you might probably have an idea who that is. It's 1st down and goal for Kosciusko from the 4. And I wouldn't think Kosciusko would do anything other than kneel it right here, because I don't think that Corinth has any timeouts left. Coach Dye trying to get some guys off of the field. I don't know if that was who was called for the unsportsmanlike and got sent off the field or not. But Kosciusko is lining up in a shotgun set, but it might just be a shotgun set and take a knee. Schuler will move and he'll take the snap, go forward, but they're going to say false start. Kosciusko shifted along that line, and Schuler went right under center to try to sneak one in for a touchdown. There'll be a false start against Kosciusko. Now you might see Kosciusko just take a knee. Dangerous play there. As the clock is rolling, 50 seconds, and Whippets will have to snap it one time. As Corinth can't stop it. As Kosciusko might take it all the way down and call the timeout. Coach Orr will indeed take a timeout with 31 seconds remaining. So Kosciusko just snaps it and takes a knee. They could get out of here with a win, and the Whippets will have a date for after Thanksgiving. As we said earlier, this is the last one at Landrum, so no matter who wins between Louisville and Clarksdale, Kosciusko is on the road next week. And Jeremy, this is a smart timeout, I think, for Coach Orr, as you just tell him, don't do anything stupid.
Yeah, right here. You just got to. You want to keep your composure.
Take a knee and move. Don't get a dumb penalty and get suspended or so you can't play next week. So Kosciusko will line it up, and it will indeed be the victory formation. Well, it's a split back. It's a split back set for the Whippets. But Wade will grab it, and he will go to a knee. And Kosciusko will win it 14-3. And moving on to play for the North State Championship for the first time since 2007. Corinth will fall to 9-3 on the season. Kosciusko is moving to the fourth round. Oh, we'll step aside for a break. Come back. We'll recap this one, give you some scores from around the state. But Kosciusko winners tonight, 14-3.
Gear up for deer season at the Attala County Co-op. Pick from top brands like Moultrie and Boss Buck gravity feeders, plus irresistible attractants. Mobucks, Buck Duo, Strawberry Blast Rice Bran, and even peanut butter and jelly rice bran feed. Everything you need is at the Attala County Co-op.
The everything you need store. Attala County Co-op. Attala County Co-op. Frank Chevrolet GMC. Making your driving dreams come true.
Hi, this is Miles Simpson from Frank Chevrolet GMC. Hey, Papa, is it football season?
That's right, Miles and Maddox. It is football season is on us. You know what that's time for?
What, Papa?
It's tailgating season, and never been a better time than to shop at frankchevy.com for that new tailgate.
Papa, do we still have Super Cruise?
Boys, we do have Super Cruise. All you're worried about is Papa's driving.
Oh, when you have Super Cruise, you drive so much better.
That is true, Miles. Super Cruise drives better than Pawpaw. Shop us today at frankchevy.com or come to Highway 35 North in Kosciusko. Make your driving dreams come true.
Frank Chevrolet GMC. Making your driving dreams come true.
Sunstar Insurance walks with you through life's twists and turns, offering tailored coverage for every chapter. Our devoted team makes sure you have the choices and support you deserve, turning uncertainty into peace of mind. Whether you're securing a home, a car, or your future, we put reliability and care at the heart of every policy. With Sunstar Insurance, you're backed by a partner committed to protecting what matters.
I'm Robbie Robertson.
I'm Bradley Tyler.
Sunstar Insurance, Court Square in Kosciusko.
Have you been putting off coming to the dentist lately? Hello, I'm Dr. Adam Middleton from Autumn Ridge Dental in Kosciusko. We are treating patients with a mindset we have always held, that proper, regular, preventive care can help keep your mouth healthy and functioning properly. We want all our patients to have a smile they can be proud of. Please call us at 662-289-7076 for an appointment. Come see us and we will give you something to smile about.
For 87 years, we've been your biggest fans. Rest assured, while you are cheering on your favorite team this season, Central Electric's team is working around the clock to provide reliable service year-round. Whether building power lines in extreme weather conditions or restoring power on a stormy night, Central Electric employees take your electric service seriously. We will be there to keep the game on. So enjoy this football season and take comfort in our team's reliable service all year long. It's our commitment to you, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
When it comes
comes to your hard-earned money, every dollar counts. This is Mandy Hudgens for Citizens National Bank. Right now, we're offering some exceptional rates on deposit accounts. If you're shopping for a great CD rate, we invite you to come by and see us so we can help your money grow. Or if you need easy access to your cash, our Maximum Money Market account is another great option to take your earnings to a whole new level. Best of all, you can enjoy doing business with our local community bank, so come experience the difference of doing business with Citizens National Bank, where we've been in business since 1888 and we've been recognized time and again as one of the safest banks in the nation. You can also visit us online at yourcnb.com. Through the power of local, we're ready to help make your dreams a reality.
There's power in caring, power in community. That's the power of local. Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
Be prepared for life's uncertainties with the correct insurance coverage from the Atala County Farm Bureau. Let's talk about change. Sometimes change is good. Sometimes change is scary. But what is certain is that everyone will experience change. The Atala County Farm Bureau's program is designed to identify the changes that need to be made in your insurance coverage. Wayne Blaylock and James Metters invite you to stop by for your Farm Bureau Get Real review. Let them help you be prepared for change. Atala County Farm Bureau on the north side of the square in Kosciusko.
Premier Medical Group in Kosciusko is proud to welcome Dr. Jenny Kate Miles and Dr. Helen Turner to their team. Whether you need a checkup, ongoing care, or a trusted provider for your family, Dr. Miles and Dr. Turner are taking new patients. Schedule your appointment today. Call Premier Medical Group at 662-289-1800.
Premier Medical Group, PMG, good health is our priority.
Parents and students are just shocked when they find out with a 20 on your ACT, you could go to Home CC for free. Do you have a 20 on your ACT?
Why, yes. Wait. Hold on a sec. You're right. I am shocked. You're saying my tuition could be free?
Yes, and your household income does not matter.
Why in the world would Holmes Community College offer free tuition with a 20 on the ACT?
See, we don't want you drowning in college debt when you graduate. In fact, all of us here at Holmes are so committed to our students' success, we've kept our tuition, lower than every other state community college. And even though parents and students are shocked by it and have a hard time believing it, just remember, your tuition could be free with a 20 on your ACT at Holmes CC.
Sounds to me like there's no place like Holmes.
That's Holmes Community College.
When an electrical shortage in your office causes extensive smoke and water damage, or that musty odor indicates you might have a mold problem, you need a lot more than just help cleaning up. That's why ServPro of Kosciusko, Philadelphia, Greenwood is where you turn when disaster strikes. We offer all the cleanup and construction services to take your home or business from post-disaster to as good as new as soon as possible. So no matter what happens, there's just one call you need to make. ServPro of Kosciusko, Philadelphia, Greenwood to see how they can help you get back to like it never even happened. Franchises are independently owned and operated.
Your pharmacist is more than someone who fills your prescriptions. Your pharmacist helps you understand what medications you're taking. Your pharmacist makes sure your insurance is filed correctly. And your pharmacist answers any other questions you may have regarding your medications.
Hi, I'm Rob Pickle, registered pharmacist and owner of Pickle's Drugstore. It is my goal to give you the personal attention you need to improve your health and well-being. My staff and I are here to serve you.
Pickle's Drugstore, your hometown pharmacy, on the east side of the square in Kosciusko.
Your pet is more than just a pet. They're your family's fearless protector, your fetching athlete, your crumbs on the floor detector, the warm, snuggly heartbeat at your feet. State Farm understands why your pet means so much to you. So State Farm and Trupanion have teamed up to give your furry family members the protection they deserve. Pet medical insurance. It's another way State Farm is here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Angel Albin McDonald at 662-289-3161.
Hi there, mate. Joey Roo here. Introducing our brand new Roo Wing Station. Now open at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial Drive in Kosciusko. Choose from 8 bold flavours: teriyaki, lemon pepper, Parmesan garlic, barbecue, buffalo, sweet red chili pepper, mango habanero, and honey hot. Satisfy your cravings every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Don't miss out. Bring your friends, taste them all, and discover your new favourite flavour at Roo Wing Station at Kangaroo Crossing on Veterans Memorial in Kosciusko.
Gear up for deer season? at the Atala County Co-op. Pick from top brands like Moultrie and Boss Buck gravity feeders, plus irresistible attractants. Mobucks, Buck Duo, Strawberry Blast Rice Bran, and even peanut butter and jelly rice brand feed. Everything you need is at the Atala County Co-op.
The everything you need store. Atala County Co-op. Atala County Co-op.
In the legal jungle, experience and personal attention are your best allies. Meet Al Chaddick, attorney at law, navigating the courts with direct one-on-one consultations. No middlemen, just you and Al, tackling your legal battles together. Ready for a winning strategy? Call Al Chaddick's law office at 662-289-2242 today.
Listing of the above legal services does not indicate expertise therein.
Boswell Media Sports.
After an extended post-game break, this is the Premier Medical post-game show. Kosciusko with the win, 14-3 over the Corinth Warriors, punching a ticket to the North State Championship, the first time since 2007. I believe that was Coach John Perry's final year here. It was either that year or the next year. I can't remember. I have to look it up. I think that might have been his final year here. But Coach Perry took the team to the North State Championship back in 2007, and Kosciusko going back for the first time since then. Breck Riley, Jeremy Tillman here with you from Landrum Field. And Jeremy, we'll talk about this one. Not really a lot to talk about. Not something we've seen all season long. Kosciusko comes in averaging 40 points a game. It's the lowest output of the season. And but Jeremy, I thought Kosciusko got it when they needed right there to start the second half was huge.
Yeah, that's right. Coming out of the half and was able to take the ball the first possession in the third quarter and was able to take it down and get that score and was able to put together about an 85-yard drive there for 9 plays and eat up about half of that quarter up and was able to score on a 32-yard run by C.J. Sandifer. And they went for 2, the Whippets did, and did not get that, but it was 14-3. But, when you begin to look at the stats, offensively when it comes to yardage, Kosciusko was able to get some positive yards. And I don't know, this is unofficial, but about 252 yards rushing, 62 yards passing. So, had over 300 yards when it comes to offensive plays. And so a good night there, just could not, get the ball in the end zone as much as we've been able to see it happen throughout the year. But, man, I tip my hat to this Corinth football squad and the defense, man. Their defense, got a great defense, physical team, and got speed, got athletes. And, hey, and it's impressive that they had 4 of their skill guys going both ways.
Off the field.
I don't think they came off the field either, and was able to, third and fourth quarter was able to keep pounding it. And you don't see that. Often.
I think the Crumps, Barton, and Young.
Yep,
I think those are the ones,
right.
or I should say, Q Young, not Xavier Young. Mm-hmm. Xavier Young was on defense, but I think the 2 Crumps, Barton and Young, they didn't come off the field. So definitely had on a night like this where it's this humid.
That's
right?
Hey, and hats off to this Whippet defense too, but for holding a Corinth squad that's been putting up over 40 points a game too. So was able to hold them under 100 yards of offense. So that was big too for the Whippet defense.
Yeah, and looking, I don't have a final yet from Louisville, but the last update I have from a pal, Marcus, who does radio for Louisville, was that the Wildcats were up 27-16 with 3 minutes left. So unless Clarksdale was able to come out with some kind of miracle, it looks like Louisville might have won that ball game. But we'll, if it goes final before we go final, we will definitely let you know. We can tell you the other one down in the south, Pass Christian was no match for Columbia, with Pass Christian, or I should say Columbia, winning that one 41-6. So they're going to go on and face either Macomb or Poplarville. And if we can find you a score on that one, we will. It looks last update I have is all Poplarville, 49-20 over Macomb. And that one is that was about 20 minutes ago, so that one might be final. But the last update I have in the fourth quarter was Poplarville and Macomb. So we'll wait and see what happens there. But the main one is Clarksdale and Louisville. So no matter who wins, Kosciusko is on the road. So we're finished the season here at Landrum Field. And Whippets go undefeated here at home this season. So it's a pretty good stat for this Whippet offense, or the Whippet team in general. But Kosciusko going to be going on the road next week. Jeremy, when we take a look at stats offensively, you said nothing really stands out too much. It wasn't a really.
It was really, when you look at the stats, it was really, Wade and Sandifer was the two who toted it, and Wade had, I've got him for 11 carries for 54 yards. Sandifer had about 176 yards on 27 carries. So those were the two guys that pretty much did most of the toting tonight.
Yeah, and on defense, you got names like the usual suspects. Keith Lay had a great ball game. T. Riley, Rowdy Roan, but we said it earlier, Nick Sudduth playing like a man possessed. I got him with double-digit tackles, 3 tackles for loss, and 2 sacks. I ran out of room.
Yeah, you're probably going to be saying his name in your sleep tonight as much as you called his name tonight.
Yeah, so Nick Sudduth, the edge rusher for Kosciusko, is going to be your Autumn Ridge Dental player of the game. That's something to smile about. Whippets are smiling because they're moving on. They're going to be playing. You can't see. This is a problem though, Jeremy. You can't eat too much at Thanksgiving. If you're
right.
you can't have that.
Yeah.
You can't have that food hangover on Friday. So you can't eat too much. You gotta regulate yourself on Thanksgiving.
I tell you what, it feels good.
We can eat,
and it feels good to be playing the day after Thanksgiving. For sure.
You and I can eat a lot at Thanksgiving. We're not going to be on the field, but the players, they got to take it easy on Thanksgiving. Now watch the Egg Bowl that morning. It's a 11 o'clock kickoff that morning, and then either be on the bus to Louisville or Clarksdale. But we got to say thank you to Jeffrey over here to our left. He was on the computer and the camera. Thank you to Donald back in the studio. Of course, thank you to everyone involved in Boswell Media Sports. That would be Melissa, Macy, BMO, Ashley, Laura, Lisa, everyone involved there for keeping us on the air, helping us go. Big thank you to Mr. Jimmy Anderson down here to our left, Corinth Radio. We talked to him before the game, gave us some pronunciations. Mr. Jimmy been doing this since 1969, so we all hope we're doing it that long. Mr. Jimmy with Corinth Radio. Jeremy Hudson, who's my pal up in the PA announcer at Corinth, he gave me some information for the ball game, so we appreciate him and everyone involved in our broadcast. I'm trying to delay to see if I get an update on Louisville and Clarksdale, but as of now, I do not have one. But be sure to check breezynews.com. We'll have that for you here after a while. But that does indeed wrap it up for us. Kosciusko with the win, 14-3. Moving on to the North Half Championship. First time in 18 years for our entire crew. Breck Riley signing off, saying good night, and go Whippets.
A presentation of Boswell